compliments my fly. And when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine.
Music licensing reimagined.
I got a girl that compliments my fly. And when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine. My one time for the one time.
Hey,
what's up, y'all?
What's up, everybody? I'm about to say good morning.
My mom got you into that. Huh?
But no, good afternoon, everybody.
Good evening.
Well, yeah, good evening, everybody. It's another show. We got James, Lady Di here with Dating to Marriage Support. We have another great show today. Hopefully, we get a lot more people involved today. We just hit 10,000 subscribers, almost 11,000 now.
No, we're at 11 now.
Yeah, so see, it's going so fast, man. So thank you guys for joining the DTM family. We just got monetized this week. So thank you, everybody that congratulated us. All the people that helped us out. We thank you guys on the community tab as well. Just Rules. He was the top Cash App contributor. So thanks for him and everybody else that's been watching the show. So
yes. So I normally do the introductions. This guy took over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you said everything. Yeah, we definitely did get monetized a couple of days ago, which was crazy. We've been waiting for that. So I'm happy that was able to go through. But yeah, we do want to give a special shout out. You guys know who you are, who has been helping in the back. You know, we all definitely trying to get to this point. So thank you so much for helping us get here. And also, you know, our viral videos on Instagram and on YouTube definitely helped us get our subscriber count going. So I appreciate that, which we will be reacting to today. So if you are a new subscriber from one of our shorts or anything, we're going to react to it and give you guys our insight on what we actually feel or think about the situations that we have been posting. We post a lot of crazy stories, like what is happening.
And we had it in TikTok. So I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna start posting more on you guys. That's my wife. She, you know what I mean, she be kind of, you know what I mean, not doing her job sometimes. No.
Yeah, I have to post more on TikTok, which I will soon. But if you have been with me on TikTok since the beginning, I actually started on TikTok first before I came on YouTube. Thanks so much for supporting me on TikTok. You know, you guys was reacting to my videos, which was amazing. So thank you so much for that. But yes, so today we're going to get into a lot. Our topic today is about a Reddit story, which is...
So the Reddit story is about... basically, it's a lesson about having stepkids and how it can ruin your relationship, right? So we're going to kind of give some insight on how you to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. Say if you're in a situation, you know, we definitely promoting the dating to marriage aspect, and we want to keep as many marriages together. So that's why we chose this topic, because kids can actually be a detriment to your relationship. You know, especially if it's somebody else's kids. So even if it's your kids, it can be a detriment to your relationship, depending on how y'all want to parent. Because a lot of times when people get together, right, they don't have kids. And then once they start having kids, they want to parent this way. The dad wants to parent this way. And that can become an issue, right? So now y'all not seeing eye to eye on how things should be ran in the house. Now the man's not going to feel like his word is respected. The woman's going to feel that same type of way. So it's just a different ways of how you can keep that relationship together. So
yeah, I mean, kids, they just drama filled. That's it. Kids just like to destroy. They don't care. But the reason why they mostly don't care is because they don't know. They're immature. Well, are they? Because some of them be acting like they're 18. Yeah. They be like 12 acting like they're 18. 18 acting like they're 30. Like, I'm like, what's going on? You don't know anything. You got to make sure that you learn first before you sit here and try to do everything that you think that you're able to do. It doesn't work like that. So I think a lot of kids, they don't know any better. I'm gonna give them that excuse. I don't know, because there's a lot of like school shootings. There's a whole bunch of just a lot of violence with kids today. Every time I pick up my phone on my news app, it's always a teenager doing something insane, and I'm like, you're 14, you're 15, you're not even an adult. So we already know the legal age is 18. You're nowhere near that. So how do you come up with the ideas of doing insane things? So that is what I'm like. I don't get it. These kids today, I guess, Gen Z. If y'all Gen Z in the building, I want y'all to tell me why are your friends acting up?
And Aviation Cure, yes, we can't read you guys' comments. We just kind of just giving the intro right now. So we're not neglecting you guys in the comment section on TikTok.
No, we're not.
Instagram. Thank you guys for being here, and YouTube. So
yes, so we're definitely gonna read the comments. So definitely stick around. But yes, Gen Z, y'all tell me, why is your friends acting up? Why are your friends acting up? You see them on the news too, right? Why are they doing that? Can you? Because I really want to know. So probably scroll down and read that and see.
No, he said, all right.
Yeah. So listen.
We got our first super chat.
Oh, nice.
Now you just made history. Appreciate that.
Oh my goodness. I love her. Oh my gosh. She keeps it real.
Take heed to the message. Sent us
$5 real.
Hey, she's showing us love. Appreciate that so much. And it was great being on the show with you on Black Mountain Filters page. So
yes, I have to go follow her. Put your Instagram name into the chat so I can just shout you out even more. But thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, you guys, we just got monetized, so we're very excited to see how the new way of YouTube is gonna go. We also, I'm gonna make this short, but we also created a membership. You could become a member to the channel, which I will show shortly, and we are giving a lot of different perks with that. Okay, so on TikTok,
he said aviation because they're stupid Gen Z. That's why.
Oh god,
aviation cure. So. Hey, what's going on? Nelson said Kevin said his cousin returns. Hey, what's up, brother? What's going on, man?
That's funny.
All right, he said, Rose said, what generation is the 90s baby?
Millennials.
Yeah, we millennials.
We are the millennials.
Yeah.
We're not gonna say our age. I mean, I already told y'all my age, but
they can do the math.
We are millennials. So if you are new here from, like I said, a new subscriber, me and James are married. We have been together for 10 years and been married for coming up on 7 years. Our anniversary is in December. For our marriage anniversary is in December. So we have 4 kids, all boys. So that's just a little bit about us. I might repeat it every so often for the new people that are coming in. But yes, we are married and we're happily married. So we created this channel to help others help them get to the point where they could be happily married. Yeah. We help you guys with the vetting process. I know that, oh my God, it's different now. When we got together, it was bad. But today, I don't know what is happening. What is going on? What y'all doing out here? But y'all got to get it together. But we're here to help support you through the vetting process. When you're in a relationship, that's where you get the most drama in. Yeah. That's where you're going to go and go through life together. And you're going to be like, this is not going to work. Right? Because what's happening is you guys are coming together and becoming one. Hey, what's up, Ricky? How are you?
What's up?
Becoming.
Right, Dubs, what's up? What's going on?
That's Ricky.
Oh, okay.
We help you with that because the relationship is like it goes through up and down. You're like, I don't want to, because what's happening is you guys are trying to come one. Did I say that? You guys are trying to become one. So 2 personalities, especially if they're strong ones, 2 personalities is like sort of impossible to mesh together, especially if everyone has their own idea of what a relationship is supposed to look like. So we're giving you like the basics because we all know a lot of us have these high standards that will get you single and you will never find nobody because this stuff is not going to exist. Not all of it, but if you want all of it together, it don't work like that. So we're gonna put reality to your life.
Why you grabbed it like that
though? What?
Yo.
So take heed.
This
her
Instagram.
Please follow her. Like she definitely keeps it real. Like I haven't seen someone keep it so real in a while. Like all of her videos. So definitely, you can get some insight from her.
Artistic from TikTok said, "This is why it's important to vet the person that piques your interest." Exactly. And this is what we're just trying to do because a lot of times we have this gender war going on men saying, hey, women ain't ish, women saying men ain't ish, right? And we're not getting nowhere, right? So we have to draw a line in the sand and say, hey, let's get together, let's stop all this BS, man, so we can have productive families and we can get somewhere in life. So you can do it on your own, but it's going to take a lot longer for you to be successful in this, especially in this society, if you're doing everything by yourself, because you might make 6 figures, whatever, right? But honestly, in the beginning, in the future, that 6 figures might not be nothing, because how inflation keeps increasing and things keep increasing. And if you don't have no assets, you might be screwed. So depends on how things are going now in the future. So
yeah, so if we don't do financial literacy on here yet, but we will. We're trying to stay on topic with dating to marriage, but financial literacy is a big part of that process, because you could be with somebody all day long and don't have any money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to say you broke, but you can't even take care of yourself. So you're gonna get together with somebody and do what? So we are gonna start doing the financial literacy and the things that we've done. If you guys don't know, I used to be, well, I still kind of am, a stay-at-home mom for 6 years, almost 7 years. I was a stay-at-home mom. I had 3 kids, and I had them back to back, so like every 2 years. So I used to do that. That was my life. So in order for this man, right, at the time, he was making average income. Now I'm sharing this because I want you guys to know that it's possible. It's possible to start off with an average income and make it. He was able to take care of me and 4 kids. All right. It started off with 1, and then it gradually got to that 4th mark. He was able to do that and still able to do it. Mm-hmm. Honestly, me going to work is just to get extra money.
Yep.
We have more to it, to our life, that we just want to pour more into.
It's all about your budget, man. A lot of people just overspend in this society, and you can get a lot more with just saving your money, saving your bread up, and making investments and stuff. So
yeah, so we're gonna get into that on one stream. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, why do you keep looking at me like that?
I'm trying to make sure my lips not dry. So all right, all right. Kevin Samuel's cousin say, the kids that
wait, hold on. You don't call him Kevin Samuel's cousin this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh,
he said the kids today are being raised by children, parents, and not holding them accountable. Yep. That's something Kevin would say. But it's crazy, man. So but no, Nelson on point, man. He right.
Read the comment on TikTok.
Which one?
So it said, it's good to be with someone who has money. Just don't be with them because of money. Exactly. Thank you.
Exactly.
That is it. Everybody let's talk for ladies. Ladies want, I'm gonna be real with y'all men. Of course, every lady wants a man with money. There's nothing you're gonna do to change that. Okay? It's just like what this guy said. Don't get with them because of money, because that does not last the relationship, the marriage. That the money's not going to make it last. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's impossible. These are things that are contributed on the outside. What's going to make your marriage or your relationship get to marriage is you and the person being committed together, and you take out the dollar signs. You want to be with this person because you like that person. You want to be with that person because they make you feel a certain way that maybe you haven't felt from somebody else. It's a special bond that you get that let's say it's hard to find. You can always find money. Get your ass up and go to work, right? You could get that. But when it comes to a person, we all know it's hard to find a good one.
Yep.
And I'm not even just talking about relationships. That's just friends.
It's hard to find good people. Yeah.
That's just period.
Yeah.
So
when you have somebody, don't fuck it up. Basically, that's what she's basically saying. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly. No, we're not getting to the videos yet. We're gonna get to the polls.
Oh yeah, my bad. All right, what's up, beautiful animated? I want to make sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we didn't. Let me scroll a bit. We didn't even say hi to the scene. What's up, beautifully animated? I just want to make sure. How you doing today? Thanks for being here once again. I appreciate that. So yeah. We're going to get in. So before we get started into the videos, we are going to get into the polls. On YouTube, if you go to the community tab, I create polls for people to vote what their feelings are to a specific question. I tried to make them a little juicy just to, share like, this is what people are thinking. Yeah. Now I'm going to share my screen with this one because I'm going to tell y'all straight up. I didn't prepare all the way.
I thought you did.
No, I did prepare, but I didn't do that part of it.
God damn it.
I didn't do that part of it. And
you got 1,000 jobs. You can't get no.
I got a lot. Yeah, listen. So I'm gonna share my screen. I don't really like sharing screens, but we're gonna do it today. All right. So let me get that going, y'all, so y'all can see. And I want you guys, the ones that haven't voted, I want y'all to vote too. All right. So let's see. All right. We're gonna do it like this. So let me just go to the bottom, y'all. This is not right. I don't like doing it, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get it together, y'all. All right. So this is here we go. I think this one.
Yep.
Okay. So we have, what did I say? How do you know if he or she is the right one for you? So speaking of, we were just talking about that. Mm-hmm. So let's see. We have always there when I call, family loves him or her, bought a generous gift, or all of the above. But before we get into that, James, what is your answer to it?
I'm trying to see, I'm big on family. I'm really not a gift person, so I wouldn't say all the above because I don't like the gifts. Always there when I call. This really, I don't really need that, but the family loves him or her. I think because I'm a big family man, especially me being from the South. So I prefer that the family loves me and the family respects me because I know a lot of times the family can, cause some riffles in your relationship. So that's why I would pick, even though they got 8%, I would pick the family. So
look, we're married and we got a different answer, y'all.
Yeah.
What you think my answer is?
I was there when I call.
Exactly.
But no,
that's loyalty.
But men and women, we have different outcomes. So I don't really need you to be there every time I call because I'm most likely I'm gonna have to get out of the situation myself, or I'm just call my bros, or what you gonna do? Like say if I need my tire change, I'm gonna call you.
I ain't talking about for stuff. Not stuff. Okay, you took it in that route. I'm just talking about me and you in a relationship. That's it. So whatever I can provide for you, I'm always there when you call me. Now, what is your answer to that now?
It's still the same shit.
No, whatever.
No, because obviously you're gonna be there.
No,
but
y'all want me to break it down to James?
The family is important. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think, man, because a lot of times a lot of relationships break up because your mom or your dad, or I don't like him, or blah blah blah, putting that stuff in your head, and then now she thinking she can go find something better because the family don't like her, or if I do one thing wrong, then you're gonna be like, dang, my dad did say that, or my mom did say that he wasn't a good person.
So that's being heavily influenced, but see, you're taking it to the extreme.
But most women today are, though, real talk.
So always there when I call is because that shows loyalty. You're committed, because deep down inside, there's people who are in relationships who don't have that. You will call. Remember the time when we were married? We're married at this time, and someone was like, "Wow, your wife did that." And you called me to do something for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, they were shocked, and I was looking at you like, "Why are they so shocked?" Yeah. So that, because people are not doing stuff. People are just assholes. Let's just be real. People are just assholes, period. So yeah, let's get back into it. Okay, so 21% says always there when I call, and the family's important, but I look at that because I see people with jacked up situations where the in-laws don't get along, and it does become drama filled. But guess,
yeah,
you want to be able to go
you want to be able to go to a family events. You want to be able to mingle with different, with your family and stuff like that. You don't want to, I can't go over this person's house because my mom don't like you, or
but that we ain't gotta mess with them like that.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like that's just too much. I want to be able to be around family, chill, and have a good time. So
yeah, that's true. So that's the second on my list. And then bought a generous gift. I'm not materialistic. It's nice to get gifts though.
Yeah.
And then someone said all of the above. So you guys really want all of this, y'all want all that, especially the gift. So that was part of that. All right, let's get into the next one. Okay, so this one says, let's see. If some feel there are no good people to date, what should they do next? All right. What should they do next? If they don't feel there's people out here that they want to be with, they can't find the one, what should they do next? 27% of you guys says go overseas to find a better partner. So AKA passport
bros, yeah,
or whatever y'all want to call it. Get a relationship coach or matchmaker. Why do you guys not want a relationship coach or matchmaker?
They think they do it by themselves,
but it is not working.
Yeah, it's kind of like you playing a sport. Like you need a coach. You know what I mean? For the most part, especially if you get that training. If you got the training at home, good. You already had a coach. But if you didn't have nobody to coach you, you screwed. So
that's what I'm saying.
You're gonna be fail a lot of times. So
and we're talking about when you can't find. So you tried. Now it's time to get someone to help you. 19% of you guys says remove high standards. So that's good. But 50% of y'all says stay single. I'm disappointed into that. Why? Let's see what they're saying in the comments in this. Why would you do that? So I'll read one of them. Let's see.
St. Michael.
Which one you want to do?
Oh, man,
all right. So one says the best solution is to remain single. Okay, so this is answering why. Remain single if there are no good people to date. Another solution is to go overseas, find a wife that does
share your values. Relationship coach and matchmakers are either a scam. Oh, that's why they don't want to do it. Okay. Or are coming from people that are not in a relationship themselves. Yeah, but we do that. So
well, see, that's why we have results. Some of these coaches and matchmakers, they don't have it. Yeah. So you do want to, if you do get someone to help you with that, you gotta make sure you're looking at their result because they will scam you.
But that's why people are staying single because they just they think it's too hard. Everything that's worth something is hard to get. So let's be real, guys. Artist says some things you provide you may run out of, so you might not always be there when I call. So yeah.
Right. Next one. We're almost done with this, y'all. Next one is a woman is upset because her daughter is the cause of her divorce from her husband. Kids can cause a lot of conflict in a relationship due to their bad behaviors. Should children be heavily involved in the marriage or not? Now, this topic is actually what we're going to be talking about today. So should children be heavily involved in the marriage or not? So,
I'm not gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna give my opinion when we do the actual Reddit story.
Yes. So 57% says not at all. I'm surprised to see 22% says absolutely. And then the other half is neutral. So that's a pretty neutral situation here.
Yeah. But I guess they saying it depends on what's going on. So
it doesn't.
Yeah.
What's your answer to it?
Oh no, so I'm gonna do it at the Reddit story.
You did say that.
We come back to it.
All right. So we're also gonna be talking about this. I don't know if y'all seen this video here, but we're gonna get into all of that, y'all. So
yeah, let's get into this, man. I'm ready. We wasted enough time. No.
All right, so Just Rules, thank you so much for the super chat.
Hey, appreciate that, brother. Hey, we got you a shout out, man, in the community tab and on the screen. We you was the number one person that helped us like with the Cash App
contributing to the Cash App. Yep.
Yeah, so appreciate it. Thanks so much, brother, for always being there and always giving great insight and comments and things too as well. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Wait, we didn't even read it. Greetings, everyone. James, BookLadyDy, wonderful chat family. Congratulations for the upgrade, DTM. Yes,
appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Christopher Sterling, what's up?
What's going on? Artist said these kids should not be involved, just the parents. Hey, we're gonna get into it, brother. We're gonna get into it.
All right, so let's play one of so this video I'm about to play actually
what on prototype
actually hit a large number of views and comments. It's like the top the most viewed video. Yep. The most viewed video and the most how do I say it? comments
Yeah,
that we've ever seen on our page.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wow, I think it was like 4,000 comments, and I haven't responded to none. That's all people just like so emotionally into this video. That's how crazy, you know, this video is for some people. So let's get into that. All right. So
I can put my own child in the car. Don't touch my car. Give me my baby.
You're making a big deal in front of
When you
her.
give me my baby, you can go. I am grown. Don't touch my car. Don't touch my car. Oh, stop.
Why are you touching and jealous?
You still got it okay? All right. Now she don't want to give me my baby. I drove up here for 2 hours and she don't want to give me my child.
There's no car seat.
Yes, it is a car seat in there, man. Car seat right there. No. Give me my baby so I can go. You don't need to be in my car. It's a car seat in there.
No, you're yelling.
I'm not yelling. I want you to give me my child so I can go home.
Screaming at me
I'm not screaming. But I just want my child so I can go home. Well,
She
get in the
asked me to
car.
put her in.
No, she did not.
Look here.
Come on, man. I ain't got time to be playing with you, bro. I'm trying to
This
go
is not a
home.
game. It's
Well,
not
give me my
that
baby
big
so I
of a
can
deal.
leave.
All right, now you're making her upset.
All right, you got all this on camera? You will be showing it to the judge when we get my baby.
Okay, Robbie. You've been saying that for years.
Okay, and give me 10 days. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So you're not gonna give me my baby?
It's not a big deal.
Are you gonna give me my baby or not, Melissa?
You cannot.
Are you gonna give me? Can I see my child?
Yes.
Okay, well give her to me so I can go
Stop screaming
home. I'm not screaming at you, but you're playing games. And
No,
I
I'm
don't feel
not
like
playing
playing
games.
with you.
I tried to open the door and you pushed me.
I didn't push you.
Yes,
It's
you
on
did.
camera. If they think I pushed you, it's on
Yeah.
camera. But can I have my child so I can go home? I don't want to keep going back and forth with you. I don't. I'm tired of doing this. You're always
It's
doing the
not back
most.
and forth.
What can I do?
I just tried to put her in.
You give her to me so I can go.
Don't push me.
I'm not pushing you. Just give me my child.
Come on.
You give it to me so I can go. Man, you ain't got to do this.
I'm not doing anything
Come on,
wrong.
Sophia.
It's not a big deal.
Man, you're not touching my car, bro. That's fine. That's not happening. I don't want you in my car. I don't
I'm
trust
not
you.
getting in
I
the
do not
car.
trust. I don't
What
want you
am I
in my
gonna do
car.
in the car?
Nothing. I just don't want you on it. I want you to touch it. I know how you are.
That's a baby seat.
That's not a baby seat. That's a
Okay,
car
then
seat.
let me in.
No, you can get in your
Rodney,
car and
this is
leave.
not a big deal.
Are you gonna give me my child or not? Give it to me right now so I can
not
go.
a big
I'm not
deal.
gonna keep doing this with you, bro.
I'm not doing anything. All I did
Well, get in your car and go home.
You pushed
What are you
me.
doing?
All I did was try to put her in the car
Bro,
because
give me
she's
my child so I
crying.
can go. Listen.
okay, I just want to know when and where did he push her? See, these are the lies. Why is it so difficult? So it seems like from when I first seen it, she believed that the child is not going to be safe with him. So she wants to put her in the car and strap her up to make sure she's good and go. Now I'm saying that because I'm a mom and I know, at least for me, I wouldn't do that, but I could understand that reason. Now, I don't think everybody that's seen this video, and that's the full video, y'all. Everybody that's seen a clip of that video, I don't see anyone in the comments saying anything that what I said so far. Well, I didn't even read all of them, but all of the it was so many comments. But it's just that she was being difficult. You still gotta release and let go. You have to trust because this is your child's father. So if you don't trust him to put his own child in the car and drive off, then why are you even in the parking lot to begin with? Yeah. You should have been going to court and be like, my child is not safe with him because XYZ. So then I guess that would kind of deflate my point that she was even doing a motherly duty. She was being difficult for no reason. If you don't trust him, then don't trust him. You can't be going in between. Mm-hmm. Now, James, what do you think about that? Because I know you. Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, man. So with this situation, man, honestly, like guys, we have to be more stern and be more willing to go to court. One thing she said, you've been saying this for years. So he's been saying, I'm gonna go to court, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go to court, and he never did it. Guys, we have to go to this court system. We got to get more involved. We got to learn. We gotta start talking about it more in our conversations because like they have the advantage, right? So if if a woman's going to court, they're going to have 20 women telling them, girl, you better do this, you better do this, you better do this. But when the guy go to court, it's not many guys that they go to, or the guys are not seeking for advice on what to do in these types of situations. So you have to, I'm glad he got his proof. If I was him, I would have been got that proof years and years and years and being able to show the court so he could get full custody of the child. Because honestly, a lot of this stuff a lot of these problems will be over with if the child was given to the man in custody, right? The ones that want to be there, right? Because I know a lot of women gonna say, "Hey, most guys want to be." I think that's a lot. Most guys do want to be in their kids' life, but some don't. It is what it is, right? But we have to take this stuff serious because we can't keep going to drama. That man looks stressed. It look like he want to get angry because, and you know, when guys get angry, what we want to do?
Gosh.
We want to fight,
y'all
right?
better run.
Yeah, so we want to fight. That's just us. That's just in our nature. We want to do that. So we have to, man. When you're in this situation like this, you have to use the court system. You got to remain calm. Get the evidence that you need. Take a butt to court. Even if you have to lose money, it don't matter. It's just you taking her to court because she's gonna have to represent herself, or she's gonna have to get her an attorney. And then if this continues to go on, now she's gonna keep having to go to court, have to go to court, and then she's gonna be losing money. Now she's gonna be like, all right, I'm tired of going to court and wasting my money because you don't got to pay for that. She does. And then if she'll have an attorney and you got an attorney, your attorney is gonna wipe the floor with her. Let's just be real. So we need to get our credit card game up. Whatever. If you got to put that junk on a credit card, lose some money for a year time and pay that junk off so you can stop this madness for another, because he probably got like another 10, 12 years of dealing with that.
That kid is like, what, 5?
Exactly. So you want to deal with the problem now, or you want to deal with the problem later for a long period of time, right? And this is another tip. This is when I was going through my situation when I got custody of my son.
Oh, well, let's slow this down. So,
okay, all right. You know
Let's slow it down. Look, they got to catch up. What you talking about? So, we had a show with shouting out We Need to Talk. You guys could go find him on YouTube. We had a show with him where we had an interview, and James was being super transparent, explaining his situation. He was married before, so he has an ex-wife, and he had a child, and so I have a stepson. Okay. So there was a time where he had to go through this situation. He actually was able to win custody of his son. So he actually can give some, sound advice on the things that he has done, and let you guys know if you're in that situation. And even people that we know, we've been trying to help. James been trying to help them in the situation to make, because it's not an easy situation to go through court to get custody. They do tend to give the mothers more of the glory, even if they don't have it together. That's just how it is. But there are ways to get over it and get through it. But I wanted to say too, to this video, it seems like he didn't know the laws back at the time. So you see how she said, "Oh, you've been saying this for years." Well, he probably just didn't want to do it because, first of all, it's going to cost too much money. And he's like, I just want you to get it together. I just want you to be able to trust me, listen to me. We don't have to, because honestly, I don't even think men like to go to court.
Yeah, we don't like the drama.
Even me, I'm like, court.
We hate the drama.
Why would I have somebody in my business? You don't know me. Like,
exactly.
So the fact that people want court, like, come on. So sometimes you need it and sometimes you don't. But for this guy, it seems like that's what he needs to do, because he drove 2 hours to get his child, and she still didn't give him that child. Mm-hmm. So this is the issue, though. A lot of us is having kids with people who are no good. Now, sometimes it is hard to tell, but then there's times where you did that. You put yourself in that situation. Okay, you don't have to impregnate, and you don't have to get pregnant to have, and put yourself in a situation where it's going to look like this. And then, yes, you're going to forcefully have to co-parent. So we have to do better, just in the sense of at least trying to get married, because that's the first step of commitment. Then once we do that, then we could think about having the kids. We are doing a lot of things backwards. None of us are perfect. We do learn from our mistakes. But he's gonna have to deal with that basically the rest of his life. They say 18 years, but I'm a firm believer of that's forever, because even when that child turned 18, she's still a child. You're gonna have to help them through college, meaning mentally. I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about the growth development of a human being. You still have to be there with them through thick and thin, all the way up until at least 30? Yeah. And even at 30, okay, that's when people start having kids. Yep. So you still have to be present. You think the mother's not going to be there? Yeah. You're going to see the baby mother, baby father forever. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Bite the bullet now, guys. Like, it's honestly like, bite the bullet, go to court. Try to go for full. Don't try to go for half. If y'all in that situation, stop playing games. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have to get it, like I said, you got to get a loan, credit card. You got to put yourself out there, whatever, and so they can stop this crap. And tell them like, hey, I'm gonna continue to do this, whatever, until you get yourself together, right? Even with my situation, he kind of helped out because we was arguing on the phone and all that type of stupid stuff going back and forth.
Oh,
all
we
that
can share
crap.
this tip.
Yeah.
The tip of the argument.
So every time she called me, she was trying to argue or something like that, whatever. So my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time. She's like, hey, just tell her to email you.
So like real quick, and this works. So if you have a person that you have to deal with because you have kids together, but they are not like, they're so argumentative with, especially women don't like to argue over like text. They could text you with 2,000 paragraphs, but they're not going to do it every day for a month, for a year. They want to talk so you can hear their voice. They want to curse you out. They want to put all that emphasis and emotions into you. You could do it into a text, but it's not the same. Okay. So I told James at the time, tell her to email you. He'll pick up the phone, like a whole bunch of yelling. Email me, click.
Yep.
Email me, click. He did that 5 times until she got the message. And then she did start emailing him. Tell him how long that lasts.
That lasted for like a couple of days. And then after that, you know what I mean? She was talking more calm when she had to talk, when we talked. And we was actually been able to have productive conversations after that. You know what I'm saying? So it was, you know what I mean? So
it
that's
worked
a tip
for him.
That's
now,
a tip for
I
you
would
guys.
say you could try it out or whatever. But really quick, let's get into the super chats.
So we got Ro right here. So
hi, Ro. Thank you so much for donating, contributing to this channel. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ro says, I went through the same scenario with worse conditions. Funny thing is we have the same name.
Oh, wow. Dang.
Yeah,
man. That's crazy. It's crazy, bro. So
well, I hope the result, like, how did it end?
Yeah.
You know? Are you still going through that now?
You don't got to send another super chat to tell us, but appreciate it. Thanks for, because a lot of guys need to know this stuff and kind of know what happened in situations, wherever. So appreciate telling your story. We got one more super chat.
We really appreciate that. Thanks for coming in.
P1 now.
Hey, thank you so much for stopping by.
So shout out to the DTM family, James and Lady Di. Greetings to you all in the chat. Appreciate that, brother.
What's up, doctor?
Thank you for being here.
I appreciate for you sending a super chat. Thank you so much.
All right, where you was at?
I just wanted to show anyone new coming in. Oh, Hustler Muscular, what's up?
What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Look, he ready to drop some gems. You know how. Yes, thank you so much for showing up. And
right here, he's right here then.
Yeah.
So
thank you so much for being here once again. Thank you so much for coming. You're saying that he's wasting his time arguing with a child, holding a child.
Exactly.
Okay, so animated said, just call the police. And thank you so much for being here. Speech, thank you so much for coming back. You're saying police won't do nothing. Now, that's a fact. So if the police come, you have to have paperwork. Like showing, okay, I have joint custody, full custody, no cut, whatever. Yeah. You have to show, who's the primary parent, because that's who they're going to give the child to, regardless of the situation.
I got a story about that too. So I was in a situation where so the court did give her some time, but it was like supervised. So she had to have like an auntie or something like that was with her. And one time she came, she kind of did some funny stuff, and then she came later. And it was like around the corner, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, where's your auntie at? She was like, oh, she in the car. And I didn't feel right because I was at a school. I was actually like doing, like, I was talking to students and stuff like that, trying to, like better them and stuff. So I was like, hey, meet me at the school. I'm at the school. I got my son there. And I was like teaching the kids, hey, you could be better and do better things and stuff like that, having those type of conversations. And then like, so when she met me at the school, I went to the car, I was just looking and stuff like that. I went to the car and I was just like, dang, they ain't her auntie. So I went there, man, grabbed my son out the car, like, no, he ain't going. And then so luckily the police was right there. And then, I called them over and I was like, yo, we need to go into this situation. She was basically trying to say that she had custody, because most of the time women do have the custody, right? So then after that, what happened was the supervisor came. Luckily, the supervisor came because he was about to give him to her, but the supervisor came and said, hey, all right, who does the child live with primarily? She was like, because when the supervisor came, that's when she was like, all right, let me stop lying. She was like, him. And who has custody of the child? She's like, him. All right, cool. And then he looked at his subordinate like stupid, like, you know what I mean? You almost messed this situation up. And I was like, thank you, sir. And I walked out. I was on my merry way. So, man, make sure you hold them accountable and stuff like that. Because, you know what I mean? This situation is serious.
Yes,
don't let them get away with nothing.
Don't. Our YouTube name, you could literally type the name of my IG, Lady Die DTM. Just type that into the YouTube search, it will pop up. Or you can go to my bio. I actually put the live link there. So yes, that's crazy. You know, that's very crazy. Now let's get into the super chats now.
Ro,
hey,
big
Ro.
spender. Ro got that money, man.
Thank you so much, Ro, for sending another super chat. Rose says, yes, still going through it. I just played that weight game. I don't reward bad behavior, but I'm not worried about this
child
CS
support. Yeah,
payments.
Yeah.
That's the easy part.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, brother, man. I can feel I get it, man, but I hate when especially with good people like want to be in a child's life, you know what I mean, going through that situation, because we get so much flack from the men not being in life, and then when the guy wants to be in the life, now you got to be in that situation. So I hate it for you, brother, man. Keep staying remaining strong through it, man. So
yeah. What's up, Bruiser? How are you?
What's up, bro? What's going on, man?
Oh, Bria, hey Bria. Yes,
hey.
We did hit 11K.
Appreciate it.
So
Thanks,
crazy.
Subscribe to our channel too, guys. So she has a good channel. Her and
I think she has Instagram. So you guys, Bria, if you want to put your Instagram mention here, I'm gonna put it up so people can follow you. Her videos are funny. So she's married and everything, and she shows like the realistic part of marriage. Like, this is what it is, this is what we're doing. So definitely follow her, Breath of Fresh Air. And Bruiser 2, you can just type Bruiser 2 in the YouTube search, and you will see that his channel is called Concord Network. He has great videos, y'all. So
with the suit, we got the suit.
Oh my gosh, with the suit, yeah.
Appreciate it. Thanks so
you.
much.
Comprehension through conversation. Ooh,
hey, I like that name.
Hey. I don't think I've seen you here before. With at least not with that name. Thank you so much. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. He says keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
All right, cool. We about to get back.
All right, let's get back into the reaction. We got so many videos to show. Like,
let me just hit a couple of comments. I think I seen that we didn't say nothing to our favorite person.
Oh, Travel One.
Well, what's up, Travel One? He said the priority is the child. Thank you. She is not. She is being traumatized by the mother and the father interaction. Of course, there is more to the story that is not known exactly. Yeah, and the daughter was crying and all that type of stuff, man. So we hopefully, you know what I mean, she don't end up hating men or hating her dad and type of situation when she gets older, so they can have a productive relationship.
She might.
So, yep. So you know how that goes, man.
Yep. So.
Your man woke you up at 3 a.m. and asked you, can you cook him a meal? What meal are you cooking for?
I'm not doing it. Nothing, the fuck? I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. I'm so sorry.
Or peanut butter jelly. I'm going back to sleep.
And not a damn thing.
I'm not cooking a damn thing. Making a sandwich, it's 3 a.m. Fuck, I look like Martha Stewart.
No.
Hell no.
A dream. You gonna get a nice turkey and cheese sandwich with some chips and a juice.
I'm making him shit. He better get the fuck up and make his own self. Like, what?
I want to sleep.
Probably a turkey and cheese sandwich.
This pussy.
Did y'all catch that at the end? Oh, should I replay it?
If you want a snack. No, man.
Well, so
if I woke you up at 3 a.m, what would you do?
So you can't ask me now. All right, ask me if we were in a relationship. When we were in a relationship.
Oh, if we was in a relationship.
Well, when we were in.
When we was in a relationship, would have did that at 3?
Well. So I would have asked.
She is trying to find a reason to say no.
I would have asked the question first. I would have been like, so are we just gonna stay up after this meal? Like, what are you trying? Like, why are we? Like, I would just ask you, like, why? You just want to eat and go to sleep?
Yeah, I was like, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? you know what I mean? It was a, you know, I didn't eat. I probably went to sleep before dinner was ready. Then I woke up at 3 in the morning.
Well, then that's different. See, then I would feel obligated. You said before you ate dinner, but you ate dinner. Now what?
I'm just hungry. Shit, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just hungry. Oh, man.
So you waking up at 3 or what? What's up?
I'm gonna say what you want first.
Dang.
Now, if you come at me and be like,
I want some mac and cheese,
see, that
fried
say
chicken.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll be like, you know what? If I gotta do all of that at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna take me to my favorite something later on that day. We're gonna go on a date. Okay, we going on a date. Period. That's it.
That shouldn't be an issue, but think about this though, right? I think what the guy was trying to get at. So if 3 in the morning you hear a knock or a sound, are you waking your man up to say go look?
Me?
Yeah. If you hear knock or you hear somebody coming in or you hearing some weird
noise. If I
hear
somebody coming in, then yes, I'm gonna let you know. But if I heard a knock, I'm gonna get up myself. I'm gonna get my knife. I do this. Listen, I do this.
Don't let her lie to y'all ass right now. She lying.
I'm one of those that I'm checking. I'm not. Listen, if somebody came in the house,
she gonna check to see if
no,
I'm there.
No.
You gonna be like, Jane, Jane, you did that shit before.
No, if it's something that crazy, yes. But sometimes I get paranoid.
I ain't talking about paranoid. I'm saying you heard a noise or something like that, whatever, and you like, yo, what is that? And you woke up. You ain't waking me up to go check that.
Yep.
So I think that's what the guy's point was. So you know what I mean. So a lot of women won't make the sandwich or make the food for the guy, whatever. So, but you know what I'm saying, it's a catch, you know, I'm a catch 22 because me, I wouldn't want to wake my wife up at 3 o'clock in the morning because I would want her to get to sleep, whatever that situation. But I'm just that type of dude. Some guys not like that, right? And you know, I mean, you might be one of those guys. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that.
So you might be one of those.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that, whatever. But me per se, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I just go eat some cereal or some shit. Like I'm real plain.
You would go eat some cereal.
Yeah, I be crunching up, smacking on some cereal or some shit. But
I mean, so now to me, when I look at it, you looked at it in a male's view. You talking about he asked for that reason. So
no, that's what I think. That's what I'm thinking he's leading to.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna throw this out there. 3 a.m. is ridiculous of a time to just wake up and make something. They said turkey and cheese sandwich. So that's cool, I guess. And they all said the same thing, which was weird. But in reality, making your man some food is my point to y'all. Definitely make food for your man. I don't want to put gender roles and all this stuff and all that. It's just
that's what we need.
But that's not what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
In reality, to a way to a man's heart, I don't care. Y'all could tell me if I'm wrong. It's going to be a nice home cooked meal, and I'm talking about a good one from their lady. You will win them over anytime doing that. So I don't want to say don't cook. You know, I'm not saying that you're not a good person, like, you know, if you don't cook. But when you cook, it just makes it so much better. So if you can't cook, you know, make sure you go to YouTube University and type in whatever.
How to boil water.
Type in how to make the best, whatever it is that, you know, you guys like to eat. And, you know, that's part of to me, a female's nature is to make some amazing food. So.
Yeah, man, especially for your man. You know, okay. You got your twin up in here. What up, Lucky?
What's up? Hey, Lucky, y'all follow her too. Now, I think you'll probably type that name in, Lucky Marie. Type that name in. She has great insight too. She goes live as well, and she has panels and everything like that. So go and check her out. And
hey, me and Chris was on. Me and Chris twins now. He said most of these young ladies can't cook, much less boil water. We talking about the same. No, man. He said fix him a plate. Oh man. Okay. Facts. She said facts.
Okay. You said you were from the Instagram. Chris, what is it? Comprehension through conversation. All right, I got you. All right. Good.
Oh, they all going to swallow their words and regret. I never know cooking a home cooked meal made all these so-called women so upset. Shaking my head.
I don't understand. That's a very good point.
Yeah,
I don't understand it either. You have to eat too. You're saying that you don't want to have anything that's good to eat for yourself. You can't just make something for yourself if you have a man with you, you make it for you and your man. And you can't say that that's bad because there's nothing wrong with, putting nutrition in your body.
Exactly.
So that is a little weird, but you want him to buy you a purse though.
Artistics on TikTok say that's not a problem if she expects him to find out what the noise was at 3 a.m. Exactly. That's why I was just on. That's all I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
I try to be difficult just because.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let me see what she said. Beautiful Animated says, don't try to change the scenario.
See, we got some real ones in the chat today, man. We got some real ones, man.
We do. Now, I just want to let y'all know. I want to let y'all know that we are offering memberships to this channel. I want to let y'all know that for the ones that are interested into it. I'm going to show you guys later. Most of our membership is for people that are looking for dating to marriage advice. Like, we're going to help you through everything, the whole process, and anything in between that. We also have a membership for people who don't want advice. They just want to just make sure that they, here to support and showing love. So that's it. But yes, all right.
Most of y'all been rocking with us, man. Y'all be like chilling with us and loving us, man. So, Bria said, "Ladies cook. I just made my husband Thanksgiving food in May."
Oh yeah, that video was too funny.
Now. He said, "Travel is a fave, blah, blah, blah. Y'all both always smile." Exactly, man. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. That's what we try to bring, man. Happiness and stuff like that, whatever. So, what I mean? My boy Nightish, man. Salute the day to me. Appreciate that, man.
Up? Thanks for being here again.
Thank you.
Shout out to the chat room. All right, so let's get into the next video. That video that we played had a lot of views on that too.
All right, let's see what's going on with this one.
All right, babe. I'm going to work. I'll see you in a little bit, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
Give me a hug.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, I'm going to get gas on the way, okay?
You're not getting gas by yourself.
Yeah, I actually am, though. I have to get gas or I'm going to run out, so. But I got to go right now. I'm going to be late, so I'll see you in a little bit. Yes, I am. Please tell me why I get halfway to the gas station and realize that this man is following me. Bro, this is ridiculous. What are you doing here?
What do you think you're doing?
What are you doing?
No, we already talked about this.
Waylon, did you really just follow me here?
I did.
You know what? I knew you would do that.
Gas. We went through this already.
That's why I freaking recorded you, because I knew you would do that. I cannot stand him. He is so extra for no reason.
Look at cap.
Oh my gosh. Get out of the way. I got this.
Get in the car now.
You're so ridiculous. I got this, bro.
I gotta go pick up the girl.
Okay.
Let's go.
Bro,
I love you.
You are so extra.
No,
I love you.
I'm doing the right thing.
I love you so much. Bye.
That's funny. So I wanted to play that after the making your man a plate, because this man that we just showed.
Smart. I like that.
Oh my God.
Okay. I like that.
This man that we just played here, he did beyond the extreme, like following her to pump the gas. That's showing that he is selfless. He didn't have to do that. She could have pumped her own gas and just he prayed that she's safe, or whatever his reasoning is. You could tell us too why some men feel they want to be obligated to do those type of tasks for the lady. But men will do stuff to the extreme for us, but we can't make a plate of food for the man. That's like the most simplest thing you can do, because you're in the comfort of your own home. You could dress as you please. You can even be naked if you wanted to spice things up. It's fun. And then at the end of it, it's a reward by eating something amazing.
Yep.
Now, so this man felt super obligated to go and follow her to the gas station. Why is that?
I was gonna say what Sky's Limit just said. He said Sky's Limit says it's 27 on Instagram. He said it's dangerous at the gas station. I understand it. People be getting robbed at the pump. I don't even like my girl working at nights. It's not safe. If you care about your girl, you do everything for her. So and that's a great point. And that's why, like, everything outside, right? I take care of. I take care of everything with the cars. I change the oil. I fix the tires.
He's a manly man, y'all.
Yeah, I do everything. Like I cut the grass. I do everything at my house outside, right? And my wife does everything on the inside. So, and I think that just brings the balance up in the house. So she don't have to worry about pumping the gas. She'll never have to worry about fixing the tire. She'll never, like, I remember one time she had got stranded. And she was taking her mom to drop her off to get to the
that story. So yeah. Story time, y'all. Story time. because that was more than just you just saying that. So with this story, there was a time where I was dropping my mother to the airport, but now we wasn't even halfway there, and I hit some type of nail on the highway. I was on the highway going like 60, and I went. It was like something that was loud, and I didn't see it in the road, but it was super loud. So I started to drive a little slower because I already knew the tire was going to start to flatten. So in between this, now I'm sharing the story because I want to show you guys. For me, I've gained more of a sense of logic versus emotion. On this channel, we try to teach women, especially, that's what I like to do, to teach us how to be more logical than emotional so you can make better decisions. All right. So at this point in my life, I'm already into the more logical sense of thinking. Okay. So when that happened, anybody would freak out because we were on the highway. We was going fast. Everybody's going fast. But at this particular time, I'm thinking of, I'm not trying to die. My mother's in the car. I got kids at home. I got my husband at home. We got to make sure that we're safe. So I removed the emotions and had to think of a strategic plan. So I'm driving a little bit slower because my point is to get all the way over to the right lane. I was all the way in the left lane. So I'm calm. I'm driving, right? Get over to the right lane. Cool. Now I'm like, okay, I don't want to just get over. What's that side called where it's not the lane?
You talking about
the side of the road.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Yeah.
So
the freeway, side of freeway.
The side of the freeway. So I didn't just get over on the side of the freeway. I wanted to make sure when I got over on that side of the freeway that it was safe for James. I already knew he was going to come and fix the tire. It was safe for James to fix the tire because not only do I need to come on the side safely, I need to make sure whoever's fixing it is safe. Imagine something happening to him or let's say a tow truck person because you parked the car all jacked up or whatever. You got to plan the whole thing out. So I made sure I drove a little bit longer. I said, I don't care if it butts all the way. I got to go to a space where it's safe for James to fix. So I kept going probably like 30 more seconds. And then I seen a space that was like perfect. And I went over and I stopped the car. The whole time I was talking to James, he was just asking me where I was at. So I'm talking to him, telling him where I'm at, and I'm thinking in my head, what's the best way to get over on this situation? Emergency lane. Thank you, beautifully animated. It's so simple. And I was actually dealing with my mom that was kind of freaking out because she thought she was going to be late. And I already planned that out too. Him, of course, as well. He was making sure that he got to where we were at fast so I can proceed to take her to her airport. We just switched cars. All of this was in the plan together because, you know, right now at the time, you know, we made sure that we have a clear understanding on how we communicate.
But this is one good thing she did, right? So soon as she heard the pop, boom, she said, let me call James, right? Boom. She called me. And then as she was trying to find the right spot, I'm asking her, where you at? She said, I got my tire. The first thing she told me, hey, my tire popped. All right, cool. I'm already up. I'm getting my keys. I'm getting my clothes on, getting out the house and stuff like that, right? So by the time her mom was in the car with her too, whatever, right? So by the time her mom asked, because she was like complaining and what I'm gonna do this, and then she like, where you at? Type of deal. I was already out the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? But that could have wasted like 5 minutes of the time of just complaining, and she gonna miss a flight and all that type of stuff, right? But it was just because, you know, I mean, my wife, we already had that communication, like, oh,
like it was understood. Yeah. I didn't have to say it. It was just like, hey, my tire busted. And I didn't have to say, come, make sure you're here on time. See, because that's the extra emotion. A man that has a plan, you always say that. A man that has a plan and you trust him, give it to him. You don't gotta say much. You say what the issue is, they're gonna solve it. So I already knew he was like that. So I just said, hey, my tire busted. He already knew he was going to the airport. So I didn't have to be explaining extra things because that does waste time. So that's just a short story to let you guys know, like, you know, there's going to be situations that happen into a relationship. That could have been a big argument if I was real frantic or I was, you know, complaining and like, you know, being worried that I'm not going to be able to take her on time and she's going to waste money and I'm not safe because I was on a highway, y'all. I'm driving. It would have been terrible. That could have been a bad situation.
And she got her to the airport in time. And by the time she got home, I had already fixed the tire up and it was back. I was back home. You know what I'm saying? By the time she got there. But we ended up having to get a new tire because of where it was slashed at, but I was still able to, I had that that little sealant stuff, that little green stuff. So I was able to like basically get it back home, and I have like a little actual pump in the car or whatever, so we good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like that, but it's just weird like that. I be having all type of stuff, bro. So.
Yeah.
Right here. He said, "Beautiful anime said she's stupid. Why do you care so much about me? You doing too much. Shut up." Yeah, exactly, man. He said you can't blame him, man. He protecting his property. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's your woman belongs to you, man. Like, and you gotta protect your woman. Just like at 3 a.m. That's why you getting up. You protecting your woman. You know what I mean? If it's you hear a knock. So he said, I made salmon, run down red and rice and asparagus with dinner. Okay. All right, now, Chris, come on now. Send us a plate.
I'm a little hungry. I ate a little earlier, and listen, that sounds good. I like that.
Doc, what's up, Doc? He said, cool, as long as she knows how to pump it herself, and even if ever need be, exactly.
So for me, I learned how to pump gas from my dad, because he had that same mindset that if he can't do it, you need to be able to do something. And that's simple, at least to me. So he made sure he taught me that. I was pumping gas from like 12 years old. So
and I'm teaching my son. I'll be teaching my son. So now when he goes back and like visit his mom and stuff like that, I tell him, make sure you pumping your mom's gas and taking care of your mom, because that's your mom at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. So you still gonna have to love and respect her.
Hey, you guys on TikTok, if you want to call in, please come to my YouTube channel, LadyDy DTM. All right, let's see what else.
Facts, Lady. You just want to show that comment, you know. No, I'm joking.
Why not?
He said, "Try once. Said men are built differently. He was raised well. He has foresight. He communicates his concerns to his wife, a gentleman protector. Most men are peripheral vision, always watching.
Yes, peripheral vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because we had to make sure we, you know what I'm saying, we don't mess the situation up, because we want to protect the whole family. And we know if it's a mistake, everybody gonna look at us stupid, men and women. And you don't want your mom, you don't want your dad, you don't want none of your family members like, hey, why you didn't protect your woman? Like, why was she in this situation and you didn't do nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom cussed me out because she thought I messed up. And I was like, Ma, I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then when she figured out that the person was lying, the story wasn't true, then she had to apologize. But you know what I mean? Parents take that stuff serious, man. Like, that shit is real.
All right, so we got to get into the Reddit story, y'all. The Reddit story.
Oh, yeah. All right, you ready? So I gotta pull that up, man.
So yeah, I'll entertain. No, so you know, life happens, and we all can definitely be a space where we're putting more issues on a situation that doesn't need to be. When we're in a relationship, we have to make sure that we're putting more resolutions to a situation. We could cry later, complain later. Listen, you want to fix it first. We all have to learn how to fix things before we sit here and say all of these excuses or whatever the situation is. We have to make sure that we're in a space and in our mind frame that we trying to be happy, right? Meaning, if we're always arguing, honestly, there's no one that's going to be in a good mood dealing with you. So you cannot look at a situation and be like, well, let me think of all the bad stuff and make it worse. No, you got to think of all the good stuff and think of all the solutions. So we're going to get into this Reddit story. The title is Daughter Causes Her Mother's Divorce. Right? That's it, right?
Yep. Hey, what's up, Blue Exodus? What's going on, brother?
Hey, Bobby, how are you? Oh, that was loud. Doctor says, LadyDy, what if James answered the phone and said, damn,
good luck. I hope you make it. Like, no.
That's a good twist, because I was more secure because I knew he was going to take care of it. Take that situation out, and I didn't have him. It was just me. I guess if we say it that way, because that's what he's saying. Talking about, I'll pray for you. Good luck. I ain't with you then. So I would have. Well, we are together, so I would just have to call the insurance company.
Triple A.
Because and then I would have told my mom, "You not getting here on time," or
try to get out there with your nice clothes on.
Because the thing is, Uber's not coming to the highway, so
come here, pick me up.
So we would have been screwed. But I would have told him like, "What the hell was that? Why did you?" And then you better give me a good excuse. I don't want to hear nothing crazy. You would have been saying I felt sick, whatever. But see, yeah, that would be crazy. Thanks for the plot twist.
No.
All right, so all right, let's get into the Reddit story, y'all. Oh, so make sure y'all get y'all popcorn ready because
I forgot about the popcorn.
Also, snap. We're gonna do a call-in show as well.
Y'all missed that. She almost messed up everything.
We're gonna do a call-in show as well. So let me pull this up. If y'all want to call in, make sure you go ahead and do that. James, entertain you while I pull something up real quick.
No, yeah. So one thing, guys, I would say to guys, whatever, right? Always try to be that solid rock in the relationship. Make sure you always is able and so that woman can trust you, right? Because a lot of problems with women have with men today, they feel like they can't trust them. So if you take a lot of that, because women, honestly, they have unrealistic expectations. But if you're there most of the time, a woman will say, "Hey, I got you." You know what I'm saying? And they understand what you can't do or what you can do, and situations like that. Because a lot of times women think a lot of men can just, hey, in every situation, you know what I mean? Every man is going to be there for me, right? A lot of men wasn't raised with that father figure like I was to understand, like I know how, and I'm from the South, right? So imagine if you was in New York and then your wife told you, "Hey, go cut grass." Yeah, y'all, you in the city. Like, how do you know how to cut grass? You don't have grass where y'all from.
Stop playing.
The real talk.
He's trying to talk down on my city.
No, that's real. Only thing I got to do. Only thing I got is rats. So if you want a exterminator, gets you somebody from New York.
Everybody from New York has somebody that live in the South. They could learn.
No,
but so
that's real though, man. Like for real. Like if you wasn't raised around that different things, like I'm teaching my kids this stuff now, right? But I was taught all this stuff. I was able to fix on houses. I was able to do a lot of these different things, whatever, because I was around it. But if I wasn't around it, I wouldn't have these skills.
But so I was on a panel the other day, and I remember, shout out to Bruiser, he said out of his mouth that if he has a daughter or, in the future, he does not want her to date any man that is not able to be the man that you're saying.
Yeah.
Right. So the men that are not like,
where he from?
Wait.
Where's he from?
What are you talking about? I don't.
Where Bruiser from?
Where is he from?
He's from Alabama. He used to live in
Okay,
Alabama.
But that don't matter. Listen,
come on, roll tide, man. Let's go.
No, listen. He could be. That don't matter where he's from. That's changing my point. Listen, he's saying he would never have he would not like his daughter to date a man like that.
Neither.
Okay, so these men.
I'm gonna get somebody from the South.
Hold on. These men that are not like that. What about them? Let's talk about those guys, because these ladies are having these, because not all of them are unrealistic expectations. Mm-hmm. These women are like, you got to be able to do X, Y, Z. You're saying that there's some men that's not like that. So would that be an unrealistic expectation? No. So you have some guys that's good at a lot of things, and you have some guys that's good in a few things, right? But they excellent in those few things. Because those guys, it's a balance, right? So them guys that's good in a few things, they'll kill that guy if they did that thing that they're good at. But that guy that's good in a lot of things, he will kill them in more subjects, whatever, but he never mastered something. So you have to choose. Do you want somebody to master something like this guy? Or do you want a guy that's good in a variety amount of things? Most women today want the guy that's good at a lot of different things, rather than that guy that masters something. That's why they don't like, sometimes they think like guys that play instruments is nerdy, which they actually, to be an artist, it's very hard to be an artist, right? To play instruments and be good at that stuff. People practice that crap for years, and some of them still don't get good at it, but you have to put a lot of time into that, right? But I don't play instruments. I can't, because I'm the type of person that's good in a lot of different things. So I spread my time, you know what I mean, and learning a lot of different things. So you just got to decide which type of man you want. Yeah. So Yeah, I was just asking because every man is not like that. Regardless if he's from the city or not, you know.
Yeah, that's what Just Rule said. He said men should definitely be well-rounded and educated in multiple traits, regardless of their upbringing in cities. Yeah,
right.
So he agreed with you. Yeah,
because that shouldn't determine that you can't cut grass because you bought a house. You
Hey,
better hire somebody.
Hey, YouTube, man, I learned a lot of stuff on YouTube. Real talk. So,
Beautifully Animate says I've had to do that twice, but the second time was ridiculous because it wasn't my car. Belonged to some old dude at my uncle's funeral who was stuck in the mud. All these grown men were ignoring him.
Dang.
And lastly, we're going to get into the Reddit. Doctor says if he is from the city and is clueless about tires and stuff, but they have dollars or resources to get it done, cut the grass by paying the neighbor's kid, pay the plumber, etc.
Yeah,
exactly. If you can't do it,
at least you get it done.
The thing. If you get with a woman and she wants you to do these things like yourself, because there's some ladies that no, I want to see him sweat, right? If you get with a lady that's like that, but you're not like that, just pay for it. And then find a way to make it budget. Like, you don't just spend all your money on the most expensive, person to get your contractor to get all these things done, but pay for it. It's the same result. You then at the end of the day, you spend more time with your family if you look at it like that.
Artist said you can. Oh, somebody. He said you can. He basically said you can learn anything. Okay, he said you always learn how to do something no matter where you're from. Yeah, I agree, but a lot of times they like men to be already, there, right? So say if y'all just bought a house, right, and you from the city, New York, and you in the South now. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to know exactly how to do everything, but you can learn it.
You can learn it.
It just takes some time. Yeah, it just takes some time.
Because that won't be an excuse basically for, you not being a man or. Hey, what's up, girl? How are you? Thanks for being here. All right, so we're going to get into it, but I want you guys to make sure that you get your popcorn ready because we're about to get into the story really quick.
Hey.
All right, y'all. So we're going to get into the story. I hope y'all have it ready because that's what we're doing. And let's get into it, y'all.
Me, 32 male, and my wife Andy, 34 female, have been together for about 3 years now. We are married for one of those years. We get along really well. Only problem is her daughter Carrie, 16 female. She is a daughter from my wife's previous marriage. Her father, my wife's ex-husband, died in a car accident about 5 years ago. When me and Andy started dating, we took things really slow. She didn't introduce me to Carrie until she knew things were serious between us. When I met Carrie, she was acting really distant and overall, she was mean to me. But I understood that, of course. I tried to bond with her and spend some time together, but I never forced her to do anything she didn't want to do. I told her to address me by my first name, and had no intention to replace her father. I just wanted us to get along. Things got better, but sometimes she was rude to me, and had some inappropriate comments. I never said anything to her, because my wife told me to just give her some time. Things really escalated after our marriage. I offered my wife and her daughter to live in my house. Andy immediately agreed, her daughter not so much. But since she was 15 at the time, my wife gave her no choice. That's when the problem started. Carrie would intentionally make a mess in the kitchen, like destroying glasses and plates, and leave the sharp glass on the ground. She would throw things out of the window and insult our neighbors, etc.
That's called a big ass whooping.
Thank you. God damn.
The nerve.
Yo.
Or a good yoke. Something.
Oh my God. So
have you ever experienced any, you don't have to be a stepkid. It's any child that just does stuff that's ridiculous. And you're like, what do you do with them?
Yeah, that's crazy. So
why is she doing that?
So they was in a relationship for 3 years. The wife was widow for the people that's just coming in. They was taking things slow. They was doing things the right way. The kid didn't want to have a relationship with him because, you know, I guess she was mad because he didn't have her father was gone. So a lot of times we go through that stuff, right? So this is a great story that a lot of people probably can relate to. So
Beautifully Animated says, I can't comprehend this problem. Kids don't try me.
This would happen like twice a week. I admit I have a bad temper, so sometimes I yelled at her and made her clean her mess, but I never laid my hands on her and never physically punished her. My wife repeatedly told her to stop behaving like that, but it didn't help. This went on for about a year. Last week, she had outdone herself. Me and Andy were coming home from dinner and the garage door was open. We found Carrie there and she was destroying my car. I have BMW X5, so a pretty expensive one.
Hold on. The car though? Come on now. Now listen, a car is expensive. If he wants to pay the car off, now he got to wait a little bit because he got to put money into the damages. What is she doing?
She slashed 2 tires with a knife and scratched the surface with her keys. I completely snapped. I called her evil little B and to get the F out of my house. My wife sided with her and said that Carrie is just acting out, and I shouldn't call her like that. I was furious and told my wife that if she's okay with Carrie destroying my stuff, she can get the F out as well. We argued about 15 minutes.
I know that's right. You can get out too.
Baby.
You better put Listen. I hear you.
We ain't gonna finish this story, y'all.
I'm just saying, you gonna let her do this to me? Ooh.
During the argument I said that I want Carrie to pay for my car, and if she won't, I will sue her. I have camera in my garage and have everything recorded. Andy told me I can't do that, and that I'm heartless. In response to that, I told them both to pack their bags and get out.
I'm sorry. Listen, how is he heartless? She said that he was heartless?
Yeah.
How is he heartless? So she's used to abuse. That's why this is her second husband?
No, the first one died.
Oh. I missed that one.
She was a widow.
Oh, but she's still probably used to abuse. Because there's no way that she's allowing this to happen. Let's continue, y'all.
It was almost 12 p.m. They packed and left. When I think about it now, I know I could have handled the situation better and more calmly. But I think this kind of had to happen. We will be having a divorce, and I will be seeing a lawyer to sue Carrie for destroying my car. I was just so fed up with her constantly destroying stuff and overall being toxic. I talked about this with my parents, and my mom kinda thinks I'm the a-hole. So Reddit, am I the a-hole? Now for the update. Hey guys, a lot of you asked me how am I doing and for an update. It has been couple of weeks since the incident now. I met with my wife and we discussed everything. She wanted to continue with our marriage and give it a second chance, but I told her I want a divorce. It was very hard for me, but in the end, I think it was the right thing to do. I still love my wife, but I don't want to be caught in the middle of all that again. Last year was the most stressful and hardest period of my life, and I felt like I have to put my mental health and my well-being first. This wasn't easy for Andy either, but I think she understood. We agreed this would be also better for Carrie. I strongly advised to get her daughter professional help, and Carrie has started therapy last week. We went to lawyer's office and signed the divorce papers. It was really quick and smooth. We had a prenup, didn't share money, and our marriage lasted only a year.
I'm glad that he suggested therapy, because at the end of the day... I'm sorry.
There are still some small things that need to be dealt with, but it is pretty much over. I also met with my lawyer. We got a rough estimate on that car damage, and it's a lot. 2 slashed tires, deep scratches all over the car and a bit cracked windows. It is about 6,000 euros. Average salary in my country is about 1,000 euros a month, so this is a lot of money. We talked to my insurance company and my insurance doesn't cover vandalism, or any damage of this kind. My lawyer strongly advised me to go to the police and press charges against Carrie. I wasn't sure about this, but he said if anything goes wrong, this will help my case. So, I did that. Couple days after I met with Andy to talk about this situation. We both brought our lawyers to help us with all the legal stuff. I told her my insurance won't cover anything, and I want her to pay for all the damage. She said she doesn't have that much money. They moved in with her parents and she is looking for a new place, so she needs all the money she can get right now. I offered to pay for the damage now and she will be paying me back when she has the money. She agreed. Because I reported Carrie to the police, she will have a criminal record, which sucks, because it will likely cause her problems in the future, but she kind of brought it on herself, and in a couple of weeks, she will be facing something like a civil rights court. My lawyer said she will most likely end up getting a court-ordered psychiatrist, and some hours of community work. It has been a really rough couple of weeks, but my amazing friends helped me a lot to get through this all, and I'm glad it's over. Also thank you guys for your judgments and kind messages. Now,
Woo!
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I know you've been ready for this. Go ahead.
Now, before we get into the reaction of this video, I want to make sure that I drop the link for the ones who want to call in. If you want to call in, please do so.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take toast, relax and take notes. While I take.
Yo.
All right. So listen. So I like that he said that the daughter needs therapy, right? Because the therapy is, some people, they have to get it, because we want to know, why are you so angry? Obviously, you're saying that her father passed. So, okay, that gives a lot of excuses for her. But then, she still has to learn how to become an adult and be mature about things. And if she is sad about her father's passing, then make sure that you deal with that. Don't put it on everybody that's around you. Or you're upset because this is not my father. I wish my father was here. We wish the same, but he's not. So you have to make sure that you appreciate the new people that come in your life. Let's not crap on the ones who are trying to do something for you. So that's one thing. Second thing, he says, she's going to get a criminal record, have a criminal record, which sucks. Why are you thinking that it sucks? If you think it sucks, then why did you put it on her plate? Because now
she deserved it. That's why.
Didn't say that. Didn't say that.
But he don't want to do it.
So don't do it.
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
No, but she needs it.
But so you can't have, to me, having two different outlooks on it is weird.
You ever got a whooping growing up and they say this gonna hurt me more than it hurt you?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm from the hood, y'all.
No, you deserve the whooping. ain't no such thing as gonna hurt me more.
That's what you tell me. Hey, this gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. People in the chat will tell you.
No, for me, if you get a whooping, you deserve it. I don't give a hell. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, nah.
All right. What about you?
No, I'm let beautiful. Come on.
Hey,
what's up? I know you got something on this.
I know that's right. You're like, I'm a show. Listen, that was crazy. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. I just want to punch the mom in the face. I really want to punch her in the face. She's the main problem. She has ruined this little girl. She is the reason why the little girl's gonna have a record. Because she never disciplined her.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened before Daddy died. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if she was ever disciplined or not, but it's giving me that she was never disciplined and she was spoiled.
Yeah.
A spoiled brat. And you know what? Before I marry someone with a kid, there's gonna be rules and things, and you're going to follow the rules and stuff like that. I'm sorry. I don't play with kids. I don't care if I did not birth them. They will not disrespect me.
Yep.
So yeah, that's why I say I don't understand these problems, because I really don't understand these problems.
That's what she was saying in the chat. She's like, I don't have these problems. Look, you got that face like, excuse me, what you just do, what you just say?
Yeah.
We not doing that.
Man, I grew up in the South where the whole street can whoop you. Like if they caught you doing something wrong, the whole street was putting hands on you. Because I lived my street was like a lot of older people, and they didn't play about that stuff. If they caught us doing something wrong, they was calling my mom and saying, "Hey, your sons, your sons." She'd say all they always used to say all of us, whatever. But she like, your son's acting up. And then if we got caught, my mom would call us like, and get us in check, or so my stepdad, so yeah, man. But with this situation, man, I do blame the mom too as well. And for the people that's in this situation right now, say if you're a widow or you just got married to somebody else, you have to, as the woman in this situation, you have to make sure that man is put first. I know you coming in, you thinking your kid's supposed to be first, but no, you belong to him now. Like y'all are one now. So you're gonna have to say, hey daughter, or hey son. This was my mom. She sat down and told us this when our stepdad first came into our life. Hey, this is your dad now. He's gonna be helping paying these bills. You better respect him. If you disrespect him, you're gonna have to talk to me and him. He's gonna be whooping y'all butt when y'all act up. And he's and since he's taking care of your butt, you better listen to everything you said. That's the conversation. I was 3 years old having my mama having that conversation with us.
You know what? And the man says he went off on the girl finally. That's because he was all built up over the stupid shit. Like, you destroyed my property. I don't care if it's like before she even made it to the car, she was bashing up the kitchen and all of its contents and stuff like that. That would have been an ass whooping.
Yeah. And the guy was a good, decent dude because he was with her for 3 years and he was letting her do that stuff and was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Hey, get your daughter in check. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I want to be with you. I want to be with your daughter. I'm trying to make this relationship work, whatever. But the daughter, for some reason, could never get it together, right? So it's
because of her mama.
Yeah,
and then his mama's trash too.
His
mama's trash too. How you gonna not take your son's side? Girl, these people.
True.
These people.
Yeah. I was gonna say too, like the husband, like he's too nice. Like, what are we doing? You don't allow someone to do that, and then at the end, well, it's gonna suck that she got a criminal record.
I still understand. I understand him feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a child. You would rather a child not have to have this record that's gonna follow her for the rest of her life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But he's still going through it because she needs to go through it. So it's okay for him to have feelings, but he's still acting and moving on what he needs to do.
Right. He's still, yeah. What's up, hustler? What you got on this topic here?
Okay, first off, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
BookLadyDy, beautifully animated. How you doing?
Good. How you?
I'm all right. Now that story was just wild. This is why I'm against this whole stepfather rhetoric. You know, I'm against the idea of being a stepfather. I'm not trying to throw shades at y'all single moms, but me personally, I couldn't do it. And this is probably why. I've heard similar stories like this. You know, you're a single mom, you move on, meet a new man, and now your kids have to accept this new man. And now she's just lashing out because she doesn't want to accept. No, I'm not dealing with that. I had a buddy of mine tell me that he ghosted a single mom because her I think she had a 10-year-old kid. She was acting bad, so he had to ghost her and leave her alone for good. So,
yeah, man. So that's why this story is important, man. Because honestly, I wouldn't say certain single moms. I get it, whatever, right? I wouldn't say all of them. Like, it depends on the situation, right? I wouldn't say date them. But if you're a single mom and you're in this situation, you got a badass kid. Make sure, hey. Don't you? I'd be like, if I was the woman, like, don't fuck this up for me, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you gotta like tell your kid, like, yo, you have to be. This is a good person, and you be right, act right, shit, or send him to the daddy.
No. You don't have to say all that. You didn't say too much because the child's supposed to be respectful. Period.
Yeah, true. But you know these.
But you know what?
About killing. All right, I say that word. Okay.
But you got all these parents that's on side with their kids. Talk about the man said too much. No, you got these single moms that's gonna side with their kids 99.9% of the time. So that needs to be said. But believe me.
No. If I gotta say it, if it has to be said, I'm not dealing with you. All your badass kids. Bye-bye.
Well, that makes sense too.
Yeah, I said beat, baby. Yo, man. No, but it was a lot of little. I think they did everything right until just getting that kid together. Like they was dating for 2 years, then they was married for a year. He kind of, you know what I mean. So they could have had a long relationship and stuff. But
nope.
she just couldn't get the daughter right, man. She just didn't make sure, because especially when she was a single parent in those 2 years, she should have had therapy. She should have made sure that daughter had everything, because I know she's seen signs of that kid being stupid or doing something wrong. So she could have at least said, hey, you need to get this stuff in order. Understand that your dad's gone, but no, you got to make sure you respect me. You got to make sure you respect this house and everybody in there.
So I ain't got to say nothing to you.
No, because the thing is, you're just making it an excuse for that child. She ain't acting that way because her daddy died. She's acting that way because you don't have no discipline on your child, and she can punk your ass. Punk.
Let's say it though. That could be for real. There are kids that are manipulative in that way. Like they feel like they're outsmarting us. But there are kids like that. That's the thing. So even if you have that strong hold on them and they're not going to mess with you, there's kids that don't care. You ever seen a kid that doesn't care? No matter what's going on. I'm like, so
we got one of those.
I've seen a child like that at my daughter's middle school, but we were at the school, and so I couldn't choke him up or nothing.
He just admitted that we have one of those type of kids.
Like you can pop them. You can 3 years old boy. The boy doesn't care. Like
but he's 3.
It's like all the other boys, whatever. I had them right by this age, but he's the only one that continues to defy me. Like I'm like, yo, like when are you gonna wake up? Like
he will when he's 6. Like
not 3 more years.
I know, right?
Hey.
But man, it's ridiculous, man.
That's the thing. So like, only thing with being a step parent or being a stepchild is that in reality, we're not used to the new lifestyle and who is this, and you got to get to like somebody, get to know them, and if the other person isn't being present to even get to know you back, it's just going to make it worse. But it's possible to still have a great relationship. At the same time, people are just not ready for it. And, that's why I try to, promote more of sticking together. Sometimes it's impossible to do that. But if your kids are mature enough to understand and move on, you good. But there's kids out here that are not like mature enough to process the breakup. Even the young adults. There's young adults who parents would break up and they're like, hurt, and they don't know how to move on with life. And it's like, it's not that they're bad. It's just some people just take it differently. So you do have to look, I think this is when you involve the child. Because I know I asked the question, should children be heavily involved into your relationship or marriage? You involve the child if you about to basically break up, because you got to understand your child's mental state. If you leave and this child is going to act up, even though I think beautifully you're like, listen, ain't no such thing. But listen, people really do have things going on that they can't process. So I don't know.
Yeah. Man, just rules put the word on it. Say, well, withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with a rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and he shall deliver his soul from hell. Proverbs 23:13-14. Yeah, man. You gotta come in there with some discipline, and especially with these kids at today's time. Like these kids are out of control. So they can. That reminds me of another, bro. I ain't gonna say it, but yeah, man, this story, man. It saddens me because we always want relationships to work. We always want marriages to stick together. And situation like that, she lost her first husband because of a sad incident. Now she was able to be blessed with another one, but couldn't, figure it out because she couldn't get her head out of her ass. So it's sad to say.
I just hope that the daddy didn't die from stress from that child.
That's
damn. I hope not. The stress probably came after he died. I don't know. Because think about that. When your parents die at a young age, that's going to affect you in some manner.
Yeah. Right.
It will.
And the thing,
I know it affects people. Yeah, I agree.
And the thing that pissed me off the most was that she slashed this man's tire on a brand new car that he just bought. And the mama didn't even hold her accountable for that nonsense. I'm like, oh my God. And they're calling him the asshole for pressing charges and taking this to court. Unbelievable. How much you want to bet if it was a teenage? How much you want to bet if it was a teenage boy? It wouldn't have been like that. If it was a young boy doing that, they probably would have held him accountable, possibly, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I want to get into, there's a chat somewhere. Okay, so let's see.
It's JD said it. I must be completely honest. What up, JD? I don't know. I probably missed your first one.
And
artist.
Yeah, says she has some deep-rooted issues therapy can't fix. She needs God to humble her.
And a belt.
And a belt. If you haven't already, please like this video. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, y'all. Please like this video. And also, if you're new to my page, subscribe to us. Subscribe.
We haven't did this in a while.
I know.
So we can actually do that one now. So later on. But yeah.
Yes. So let's get more into the reactions. I think we have just a few more. All right, let's get into it. Oh wait. I always mess this up. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Couple starts arguing on type. Ooh. What?
Yo, I just seen something.
That kills me every time.
Tony said they're great.
Damn.
Yo, you notice like how he ran out at first, and then he like, damn, we were just arguing. Let me run back. Bump that. I'm tired. Watch that one. He get out the car. He's like, man, screw you. And then, all right, let me go.
He's like, I ain't trying to get hurt.
Yo, let me get some,
help
some
me.
backup.
But why is the kid getting out? No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Get your little booty butt back in that car.
Why the hell would you get out of your vehicle on a tiger safari knowing damn well them man is gonna mold your ass to death if they see you?
Because she's stupid. You can't expect a stupid person to do something smart. They're stupid.
Yeah, why? Even if they didn't get out, the fact that they arguing in the car during the whole like ride, like you still gotta watch your back.
Yeah.
Like what's going on?
How do you go around? So that means you crossed over. So you were facing the tiger's direction. How you miss a big tiger? How you miss it?
That was huge.
Maybe the tiger's on the side of the road or something. I don't know, not directly in front of him.
He was waiting just for somebody. They was coming out.
He was not thinking.
And let's keep it, man. Tigers are expert prey. They can hide in bushes, hide amongst trees until somebody come out, until something come by. They can do that, you know. They can blend in with the surroundings.
Yo, good thing you said that. Like,
them trees were open. It was trees. It wasn't like a whole bunch of actual like brush. She was not. She wasn't thinking.
Yeah. Yo, I was watching this video, and it was showing like how like lions and tigers and
I'm
hey,
sorry.
what's up, brother?
I'm so sorry. I don't know how long you've been waiting.
Oh, that's
it's your first time on our channel. Thank you so much for being here. I gotta give you a clap for that. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, good.
Thank you. Actually, I know you showed a new video. I just wanted to say something about the last one. And some people already realized this, and I know we're having fun, but also serious. Yeah. You know, every behavior, all behaviors for a reason. And when you go into situations, there's stepkids, there's grief and loss that they're dealing with. So the grief and loss in this story of the parent actually dying, and sometimes they hold resentment against the other parent that's still alive, just because of some subconscious schemas that go on. And then if you bring a new person into the relationship and I haven't finished grieving, and most kids really don't know how to articulate their grieving. So now my hostility is even stronger because like, who's this new person? And I totally agree with people who don't get into who choose not to get into relationships where there's a stepchild. I say because of my background being going through 7 different foster homes in New York, then being adopted, I want to say that I have a different perspective, you know, because it's, but you know, I think it's only because of my personal thing. Like, you know, is I see this kid has the behavior, but I contribute that to the parent. However, I also then contributed to the maybe about 2 generations back, because my parent just didn't wake up one day wanting to give this kid, wanting them to not have consequences, not wanting them to, that was something happened even before that. So the impact of great grandparents parenting to the grandparents parenting and the impact of the parents parenting. So I don't want to say it's a lost cause, but then I look at how can I align with that mother so we can together help to correct the kid, because they know as long as they can split us, you know, they still, you know, that's my mama in this case, and if they can split us, then they'll always win. So I try and align it here, so then together, I mean, with permissions, you understand that I'm gonna help to consequence the kid. I'm gonna help to reward the kid. It won't just be me always reward. It's this partnership, and let me help you and strengthen where you might be weak, and then we do it together. And then if it's too much for our home, then there's this. I mean, there's the other programs like the you know, those kid treatment centers or whatever, and go get them some help until they realize that if you want to be in our home, you know, this is how you're gonna have to be. And then if they cut up my tires and stuff, no worries. It'll be the last tire they cut in that neighborhood. No, in that neighborhood, because they'll be back in one of these programs, because clearly you don't want to be in our home. So anyway, I just wanted to add that those behaviors are out of line, but a lot of kids way into their adulthood holds on to resentments, and then they take it out on that parent or to their primary parent.
Dang, good point. Dang, that was deep, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. And what's up, JD? Appreciate it. Things say love you both. Keep up the amazing work. Appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a different perspective to understand, kind of like the mental aspect. I think that's what I was trying to say earlier, because I don't really know, but I know something's going on. Some kids really just can't mentally handle what's going on. So I'm glad that you brought that into sight, because we have to think about.
Some won't even show it until their adult relationship. So let's say, James, when you said, hey, would you make me a sandwich at 3 a.m, right? Yeah. Lady Di, if you said yes, and then you have a baby at 3 a.m, or let's say 1 a.m, you went to change the baby's diaper, you cracked a toe. Pow! But you're a strong woman, and boom, 3 a.m, you're up. I just happen to hear some pots and pans, but I go back to sleep. I'm up at 6 or 7 for school, and I'm like, Mom, why were you up? Eddie wanted something last night. I made him. Now I'm thinking, you broke your toe at 1 a.m. You got up at 3 a.m. Now I can't really address Daddy. I mean, James is the power in the house. I'm not gonna, but I have resentment towards you because I can't believe you did that. Why don't you just tell me you had a broken toe? You know, and I present all this energy to you as a little kid, and when you're like, boy, sit down, be quiet, you know, whatever. Then if we have a sister, is another female where I'm like, maybe I have a female teacher where I'm like, and then one day one of my best friends is beautiful animated and she snaps, I'll cut you. And it's like, these women. And then when I up, I want a woman who's nurturing like Lady Di, like my mom, and who was good to my dad, James. But then once I get her, I spend the rest of the time trying to break her because of the hostility that I had for you, if that makes sense.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, that's just the minds. The minds are powerful, and it twists and turns, and it's like, damn, we just want to stay on this one track, but it's kind of impossible, because it's like, how do you deal with, you know, like you said, growing up seeing that, and you're like, well, that's a little dysfunctional. Now my brain is like going like this. So I get that.
Well, that's why I was speaking on like the excuse of the daddy passing away. They're making it as everything, you know, they're putting everything on it when that's only part of the problem. It's not the whole problem, it's part of it.
Right.
1,000,000,000%. And then when do we move on from that? Because you can't use that as an excuse forever, especially for some of them behaviors. You know, that I get your grieving, but now you've gone past the point where you're intentionally being disrespectful, intentionally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's
All
crazy.
right, we're going back to the tiger. Like he said, the tiger must seem freak Nick. Well, yeah,
You're crazy.
but yeah, man, it's that tiger situation. I wanted to kind of say, like, a lot of times, like we let our emotions get the best of us, and we gotta stop. You know what I mean? Like making a scene and just have a regular conversation, because a lot of times you'll get more out of the conversation. Just say, hey, I feel this way. This is how I felt when this happened. Blah blah. She said, well, I was trying to do this, and but I understand you was trying to do this, but this is what I seen. You know what I'm saying? So if we can stop me from seeing those type of things, those type of gesture, because a lot of times we like to think that our communication is just verbal, but most of your communication is how you move, how you act, your you know what I mean, your different facial expression. And I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna store that in my head. And then every time you make that facial expression, I'm thinking you making it because you mad, right? So we gotta do better a lot of times with communication. So situations, I don't think a situation like this will ever happen. Like somebody get out the car and the tiger play, but
be that mad.
But yeah, but like hopefully she didn't lose her life. We don't know the rest of the story. It's crazy. Yeah.
Tunnel vision. Tunnel vision is the best way to describe her.
Yeah, good
you know
point.
what I'm saying? Sorry.
It's just, I mean, I'm gonna assume she did because he just grabs her, and then, I mean, come on, we already know the rest. There's no way someone was gonna pry him the mouth off of her, like.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So a lot of times the animals, even though they're more powerful than us, they don't know that they're more powerful than us. So they'll see a group of people coming to them, then they like, oh, I'm outnumbered. Rather than I could just slap him one time, he gone. Hit her one time, she gone. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really have they just got a numbers mindset. So they'll count, okay, it's 4 against 1. All right, let me back up. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why he wanted that little kid to come out, maybe for a numbers game, but he was going to be behind it in front of the kid just in case. I don't know.
No.
Hey,
hell no.
And he from
that booty butt back in the car.
Hey, he from that country, so I don't know. They might have like a culture of dealing with them. You know what I mean? So I don't really know exactly. But I had seen another video where they seen it was like a leopard or tiger or something, and they had a night vision on the animal, and people just walking by the animal and jogging, running, and nobody know the animal was there. He could have jumped out, snatched somebody in there, but he was just moving through. Nobody knew. He was just like in a regular neighborhood, and they was tracking him with night vision on the camera. And it's crazy how those animals can move through the woods and we will never know they're there.
But that's nighttime. This is bright daylight.
And do you know, there's a possibility she would do that again. Because you know, if animated, I'm gonna just pick you. We get into it. I jump out the car. Tiger gets a good chunk in my ass. All right, boom. Now, if you know, on the movies they always show that you get some pepper, and then you brought the kid. Look, in case your daddy doesn't make it, I don't want you to say I didn't try. So you grab the kid and you run over there. Anyway, I survived. But do you know, because of that tunnel vision you were talking about, I'm so pissed that the whole reason I had to get out the car, I didn't have to. The whole reason I got out the car was because of you. Now, the whole reason a chunk of my ass is missing is because of you. And when it's like, well, why? Who told you to get out the car? But I'm locked into the belief that I had to suffer double consequences because I feel hurt. I didn't do this, blah, 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 blah. A lot of people are so quick to blame, like, look what you made me do, and look what happened, and look because of, even if we go back to that tire situation we were talking about earlier, you know, Lady Di could have called you and be like, my mom's going to be late to the airport because of you. Whoa, I didn't pop the Well, because, you know, if you two had not had that previous communication where here's how we deal with emergencies. So whenever we feel stress or chaos or an emergency, we're very quick to blame because we can't, like, I can't fight the tiger. So Beautiful Animated gets the blame. And then when she's like, well, your dumb ass shouldn't have jumped. is more still locked into the excuse. So a lot of people would repeat that behavior because they were too busy blaming instead of realizing how they messed up.
Well, those are people who've never taken accountability for anything, first of all, and then emotions are not logical.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, spot on, spot on.
Hustler, what do you have to say? I seen you got off the mic.
I just say that's a crazy situation.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. You in the middle of a tiger safari, you know animals everywhere. You want to get out the car over a dumb argument? No, how about you stay your ass in the car, settle down, get out the safari, then decide what you want to do. Go someplace where the animals are not, and then sort this whole mess out. You're not finna get me eaten alive because you want to be an asshole. No way.
Wow.
I think she really
fighting over.
What's that song from Rocky? The Eye of the Tiger. Well, that's what she called. The Eye of the Tiger.
Trevor once said, if you are a wildlife safari, never get out the car. The guys tell you this. Wild animals are just that wild. Exactly.
Correct.
Wow.
That's why I almost go to that stuff,
Right.
man. Honestly, I let them do what they want to do. If I do go, I'm gonna have to have every type of spray, every type of weapon on me, just to make sure that we get up out of here. So
yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy out here, man.
Don't forget a hunting rifle.
Yeah.
she was a nice right. I see. I can't go on them things because I can't bring my own gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, because I'm not dependent on other people to save me. I just if I can't.
Well, I got news for you.
I'm not going.
I got news for you. A regular pistol or shotgun is not going to do much of anything against a wild animal. I can tell you that right now.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask the question? Yeah, and I see Lady Di, you want to get moving forward. I just want to throw in there really quickly. Does anyone ever think that, because this environment, this however many miles, the people driving the trucks in there and wide open tops and all that, do we ever think like, not that it's not staged, that's not the right word. What I mean is like, it's almost like a zoo. And they tell you not to get out and stuff, but how is it that they have these wide open things and they just drive through 5 miles an hour, park and watch that buffalo's ass get eaten and da-da-da-da-da? I mean, I think some people don't, I don't think some people understand the magnitude of the situation because the guides make it seem so safe. Like it's a safari. Like you guys aren't coming here with raw chicken and feeding the animals at night and then bringing us, for $500, letting us out things.
Right.
That's a good point.
Oh, hey, shout out to Coco K with the 100 ball.
Look,
all right.
We don't have our sound.
She said, there goes my favorite couple. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're gonna get our sounds going on. I know we dry over here. Thank you so much for sending that over.
And everybody that did send some. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Got a little video. We got a little something. We ready a little bit.
Is he over there getting high on the money?
It don't matter. Bling, 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 catch a dollar.
Hey, I know y'all used to watch wrestling back in the day. Appreciate
before it went soap opera.
That's when I stopped watching it.
After the Undertaker retired, that's when I stopped watching wrestling.
Yeah.
We have one more. I think everyone here that's on the panel would like to see it. We have one more reaction video, and then we're gonna start closing up. Unless James want to sit here and y'all guys talk, but I'm hungry, y'all. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm really hungry, but so we're gonna get to this last reaction. Let's get okay.
There you go. Come on. Yours? No, you're not. No, you're not. I got you. Mental, Jaden. Mental. Yes, you can. Mental. Look at him. Mental. Yo, check. There. Yo, mental. My leg, Jade. Damn. I got Jade. Damn, I got you. Jade. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so that was
What was that?
That was father and son. So the important part of that video was that this young boy has a strong father to help him with his mental. So some things in life we have to learn how to endure. Like right now, I'm letting y'all know I'm not gonna sit here hungry. I'm gonna go and get me some food, right? Most times I won't do that. I will sit here 3-4 hours, whatever, and I'll deal with it, right? But for kids, you got to be able to teach children how to be able to deal with things, because life is not gonna be perfect. You're gonna go through a situation and you don't want to get frantic or be emotional and then make the wrong decision. So that was what I got from the video.
And especially like ladies always talk about they don't want weak men, right? And as a father, you have to make sure that you building that man up as he's a young boy. So when he goes through and endures, he can say, hey, even though I'm in this messed up situation, he can go back to that ice when he failed the first time. And then once he realized, hey, I can do this, I just got to listen to my father. I had to listen to the direction. I come back and come back stronger and succeed. Like you, what I loved about that video was the father face the second time. Like he was disappointed the first time, but he stuck with his son. And then the second time his son came through, he smiled and he was very happy. So now that son is going to have that remembrance for the rest of his life, especially with that video. That video touched a lot of people because a lot of times we want to quit. We want to give up. Right, but we didn't have that person pushing us. Somebody said if you didn't have a father in your life. I was reading some of the comments. Some of the men was like, "I wish I had a father like that to push me, like this man did." So, as fathers, we got to understand. Even if she's not letting you see the kid, even if you don't have your money right, even if you didn't have the best father figure in your life, you have to make sure you're there to make sure your son becomes better than you and your daughter too as well, so they'll be mentally strong. So that's what we kind of got from that video. What y'all got?
It was touching. If that's based on that content, like I said, that was touching because I could tell that kid wanted to give up, but the father was like mental. Yeah. And now I feel like crying because I wish I had a father like that. I wish I had a father.
Yeah,
I feel the same way. I wish I had a strong male figure like that. I had some, but they came and went, whatever.
Yeah.
I wish it was more longevity to it,
Yeah, no, I agree. We all don't have, those perfect circumstances. So that's why we on here to try to help, for the next generation coming. We don't want to keep doing this over and over again. Even me, I had my dad. I have a story that I could share that's similar to that. But then my parents got a divorce. So, it was kind of like, all right, well, now what? So, I don't want to put more onto the world with more people going through these situations. And we all have a story. So it's kind of like, let's help and correct. But Beautifully Anime, what you have to say about this video?
So at first, without James explaining it, I was like, what the fuck?
You know
what I'm saying? Because we also think about hypothermia and the all the negatives that go with freezing cold or whatever. But as James was talking about it and explaining, I was thinking to myself, well, the dad is in the tub with him. So first of all, he's literally asking of his son the same thing that he would do.
Exactly.
And he's sharing that same tub. He feels the same temperature that his son is feeling. So he does know that his son's able to do it. Because if the dad felt like we didn't had enough, he would have gotten up. So I like it.
Yeah, that's a good point you brought. Yeah, I like that.
So Doc, what you got?
Well, I actually have two perspectives, and one is for what I'm supposed to teach based on my clinical license. Similar to you taking a kid and putting their hand on the stove in the fire, and you say that's hot, and then they burn their hand. You take them to the ER. You get in trouble as the parent.
Wait, hold on. Okay, my dad did that to me, but he didn't burn my hand.
Right.
People do that.
Yeah, people do that all the time.
Wow.
And where I'm from, I've had that experience where but I only had to touch the eye. I only had to touch the eye. But there's some people who, because the kid is touching the flame thing, that the parent is hot. See, you learn that, right?
Wow.
Or where the kid, and I think there's even some videos up there now where the kid is wanting to take the pot, and the parent is saying it's hot, and the kid is like, I got it, it's hot. And then here, you want it so bad. Yeah, see. So in that world, or the kind of this clinical world of parenting, that's wrong. Teach them that way. And then a real life case that I had where a parent was using a stun gun. And what happened to him, it was one of those billy club, the old billy club the police officers used to have, or maybe they still have them, but the old billy club they used to have, but they were a stun gun. So if you grab the billy club, you press the button, you get stung. And that's what happened to the dad as a joke. So he then not wanted to play a prank on the son, but wanted to teach his son how to take this pain, and was zapping him with the stun gun. But he got really close and stunned his balls. And his son went to school and talked about it, and then boom, they had an open child protection case. Ooh. And so the parent had to come to me for therapy. He was mad as all get up because, first of all, I was only playing, but at the same time, I was teaching him, like, you can take this pain. Just seeing it or hearing the people go all ballistic, but you could take this pain. And the dad was dead set on it, to the point where he was in tears, because how could his message go so wrong? But what he
hit him in the balls.
Right. But what he didn't understand was in the child protection, they consider those cases the same as a father trying to teach his daughter about the R word, assault. And then he tells her, you better hope I don't get it in. And that's his way of training her to protect her, to make sure she never. So they consider those equal. Like, you can't train your boy that way with taking that type of pain, and you can't train your daughter that way to boom. That being said, nothing more internally powerful than to sit with your child, man the son or daughter the mom or whatever, to sit with your child and say, I'm here with you.
Yes.
Keep focus. Keep focus. Keep focus. I understand the pain, but what I'm trying to teach you is to bypass that pain. And I agree with whoever just said it, like the disappointment in his face. Mm-hmm. But I think they even shared that together. If you saw the son's face, he was equally disappointed. He got up like 3 times. Yeah. And that 4th time to actually get out and disappoint his father was painful. So they shared in that. It wasn't like, oh, damn, son, you're weak. Both of them like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, son. And we are going to do this again. And if you looked at both of their faces for that 2nd time, they were both like, what?
Yeah,
we got this. Right. Yeah. We got this. Even when it said 3, 2, 1. And both of them. So you can't match love like that. You can't match a connection like that. I just say, if you ever do that as a parent, just be mindful of, how someone else might perceive it, so you don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Right. Man, only thing I would have think to make that video better, they would have hugged at the end. That's it. but that video was good, man.
Some good old dap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, that's the only thing. But like those, since I have all sons, right? Like I love moments like that, because I want to share those moments with my son, and especially when some things that he think he can't do, and then like because I be like making him like run laps and stuff like that, whatever, right? And push himself. And then the first 3 times he can't do it. Now all of a sudden the 4th time he gets it. And I'm like, you could have did this the first time. You've been getting tired, but now all of a sudden you can do it on the 4th try. You just got it's all in your head, son. I'm just trying to teach him, hey, you got to be stronger. You got to be mentally strong out here. This world is not going to allow you to be weak. The women not going to allow you to be weak. The men not going to allow you to be weak. So you can't have no excuses on you having that weak mindset. And it's important for us men to raise these young boys to be stronger. So when they do get with a woman, they ain't gonna run away if they had a baby or something like that, or at a young age. Like I had my first child when I was 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I was fighting the custody battle at 22, 23, going to court. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to raise my son at a young, but I was already mentally there. You know what I mean? A lot of the kids are not being mentally there to be able to fight, right? And that's what we got to put back into these young boys, especially. So that's why we chose that video, man. We was like, yo, this is a very powerful video, and We hope every man that has a child, you know what I mean, try to be better. I'm gonna try to be better watching that video. You know what I mean? So it's always things that we can improve on and things that we can check ourselves on and we can be better as men in this society. So
But James, question. Oh, I'm sorry. Question. What do you, both of you and Lady Di, what do you say to the other influences? So you have social media, you have school, you have friends or so-called friends, associates, other professionals, teachers, all these other people who are going to talk about the feelings part of it, especially in today's society, making sure you know about your feelings, you know, and for them, it's an equal thing. We're talking about equal pain. So like if running, if I do a lap, I would be walking, but if I did a lap and then try to have the kid do that, they could say, but I'm at a different level of conditioning, bad or good. But that water, the father's at a different level of health. You know, what if that son couldn't handle that water? So, but for feelings, if you're 9 years old and you have feelings about a certain thing, you have a right to those feelings. Or if you're 29 years old, you have a right to those feelings. So what do you say to other influences that say it's not about how tough you can be, how much of a man you can be in the future. It's about how you feel now.
You want to go first? I can go.
Are you talking about feeling for the person going through it or feelings from outside people? You said feeling from outside, right?
Yeah. So I'm teaching my son to be strong so he could grow into being a man. But I'm teaching him this at 10-year-old, and some of the exercise, let's say, is football, and I'm like, do another lap, go. He's vomiting, but he feels tired. He should stop. He feels exhausted. Now, again, keeping it within their health guidelines, you know, not to give him a heart attack or anything, but keeping it in the health guidelines. Some people will say it shouldn't even go that far because of how he feels.
I would say look at the results. So a lot of times what I tell my son is, hey, which situation would you like to be in, right? Would you like to be in this situation? Because I give him real life stuff that he's going through, that he's seen. So I was like, hey, would you want to be acting like this child, or do you prefer to be in your situation right now? And he'd be like, oh, I like to prefer to be in my situation right now. So I said, this is the things you have to do so you can be like me. Or this is the things you have to do so you can be like that person, right? Like, say if you wanted to be an NBA player, right? All right, cool. Let's go do what the NBA player is doing. Hey, some of them shoot 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to shoot outside one spot 500 times? You go around the court, shoot one shot 500 times. You know, so you in order to get the feeling stuff out of the situation, you have to show them the results, especially with the male kids, so they can know, all right, I have to be results based because my woman, that's the only thing she's gonna require of me. Women ain't trying to hear you talk. They only going by results. If you don't got no car, she ain't gonna be like, hey, yeah, the car coming next week. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Come move in with me and stuff like that. Come move in with my mama. You know, they ain't trying to hear all that. They like, hey, I want to see if you got your house, you got your car, you got the things in order to show that, hey, you can lead me and this family to the next level. You know, so to respond to him real quick, it seems like he's saying he challenges the mind, because sometimes the mind can play tricks on you. So let's see how far are you really saying what you're saying? Is it true? Once it's challenged, we could analyze. Okay, well, no, he had a false idea of what's going on. Now he's able to control himself and he's not vomiting, right? Then we have the second thing I wanted to say was us ladies, mothers, we have to let fathers be fathers, because we don't do stuff like that. And it's okay. But because a mother will look at them and be like, no, don't put my son in that tub for these reasons that can happen. She look on Google researching all this stuff that can happen. No, because it's gonna put him in this, you know. But how is he gonna raise this man if we keep being emotional to the fact of, you know, ideas that can happen, but it may not happen? What about the part where it's not gonna happen? You know, if it does happen, then obviously we'll analyze and see, okay, well, you know, he was this way, that way. There's a reasons for it. But every child is not going to experience what you think is going to happen, which is the worst case scenario.
So I want to say to ladies, let the fathers, if they have fathers in their lives, because we already just talked about some of us don't have that. Let the fathers be present. Let the fathers do their job and just kind of stay out of it, analyze, still be there, because if something happened, make sure you're there to call 911. You still have the backup, but don't block it, is what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Artist said,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I want to read the comment real quick. He said, artist said he saw his son's face adversity. Fathers lead by example. You can't teach what you never did. Great point. All right, what you said, Dr. My bad.
I was gonna say, oh no, Lady Di, you're right about the mothers, being there and being present and showing that united front. If the dad messes up, you can always say, "Hit your ass later." But anyway, son, you okay? But almost like when you two were talking about the tire thing, you already know in advance kind of like what happens for emergencies. Please, I invite people to have those conversations. Like, this is what I want to do with our son. And I don't mean like explaining it and getting permission. Like, do you mind? Not that, but I mean, here's the vision I have for him. This is the route I'm going to go, just so you know. And then mom shows her concerns, but they already know that in advance. So I think that communication is huge. Not everything's going to go accordingly to that, but at least they have an idea. And then James, what I heard from you, so critical. With you speaking to the experience, with you speaking to the desire, the want, the long-term goal, the kid is making the decision for them. When I teach you this thing because I want you to have this martial art defense, I want you to be able to stay in the tub, I want you to, and the son is going to grow and learn and experience it. Yes, I taught you. But when you talk about, well, son, did you like that and that? Well, to be honest, man, but dad, I don't want to have to get up every morning. Cool, I hear you. But if you want that, I want to help. Mom and dad, we want to help, and I'm going to push you to help you get there. But that's driven by the kid's desire and your knowledge or know how to help them get there, and that's huge. You talk about partnership. That is beautiful.
James, what were you about to say? Beautiful.
The one of the things that made me like, what the hell on the video was the other guy standing behind the son, and they're holding him down. Like every time he wanted to pop up, they're holding him down. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand the dad pressing him to stay in, and the son sitting down. And it's like, oh, let me, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to figure things out on his own, but the whole other people holding you down, I don't like that.
Yeah, I think it was more like
no, I can tell it. It's a more of so men, we actually help other men hold each other accountable, right? So we know so that other man know that it was good for him to fight through it because he's seen what his father was saying, hey, come on. So he was basically helping that father out in that situation because the father was going through it right now. So the father couldn't push him down. So he knew that father will was to have him to stay. But say if the father wanted him to get up, he would have said, all right, let me get out of that situation. All right, the father is, but since he knew the father was in line, just like if I see your child, right? And you can get to your child in time and the car was coming or something like that, you're gonna give me that look like go do something. And I'm like, oh shit, let me go run and you know what I mean and step there because you wasn't able to get there in that situation. So I think it was something like that made it okay for him. So yeah,
I was gonna say that.
That was a good point though. That's a good observation that you did because a lot of times we don't see it because we know to do it, but we don't never explain it to y'all. So that's a great point.
Because like we as women, I would be the same. Like why? And then you're with a man. Well, they put all this logic. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, you ask questions and you learn something.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so Travel One says, not sure how safe this is for a minor child. Seems he could have gone into cardiac arrest, all for dad being active with his son. But maybe swim in a regular pool or ski or golf. This is what Lady Di was talking about earlier. They'll look up the stuff and see the situation. But luckily he got through it. And a lot of like athletes and football players do that, and this is for kind of helping your muscles recover. So they's probably like doing a challenge, like a running challenge, and that kind of help your muscles kind of recover. So a lot, it happens a lot.
And then, I mean, he didn't do it to like a 7-year-old. The kid is like what, 14,
right?
15,
He's
16,
almost grown. He almost grown himself.
Yes.
Kevin,
well, that program. I'm sorry, that program is actually designed. I mean, they actually have those father-son mentoring programs. So they actually have to pass a physical and do a few things to be able to be in that.
Even
so
better.
for those intentional programs where they do that.
That's
wow,
amazing.
That's something. Okay.
And that makes sense because you got to test it first, you know.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's a great point. I didn't know that. Kevin Samuel's cousin, he said, "Actions speak louder than words. Showing actions already gives the woman detail on how you roll." Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of guys have to do. We just got to be like, "Hey, this is what's going on." You know what I mean? Because we actually got to like teach the women, like, "Hey, this is the plan." Like when I got into like different business ventures, right? I'm like, all right, babe, this is the plan. I learned how to do everything. And I was like, hey, this is what we're going to be doing, blah, 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 blah. And I was kind of like laying it out in detail. And I wanted her to understand. And I wanted her to ask me questions because a lot of times we learn about other people asking us questions. Just like how when you asked me that question, Beautiful Animated, about why was he pushing them down? I learned that we as men sometimes don't explain everything to women so they can understand it, right? So, and that's a deficiency on our part because a lot of times y'all don't know what we're doing. Y'all just see us doing stuff. And y'all like, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are women and we just expect y'all to get it and y'all don't.
At all. Like there was this is a last one to this topic. There was a situation earlier where James was like, oh, the boys got to learn how to get tough. Now they was going into we have a workout room, and then the workout room that has has metal and equipment in there that can be if you fall like with me, I'm like, well, if they fall and bust their head, they're gonna So he was like, but they're boys, they gotta go get tough. So I did what I said earlier, that I was like, all right, I just let it go. I was mad though, because I was like, if I see them get a scratch. So, 15 minutes later, one of my sons did have a scratch. They was like, oh, look, he's bleeding. Now, I'm sharing this because I want any mother that feels this way. This is how you not have conflict. And I'm not even having conflict with him right now. I'm just saying, as much as I could have said, see, I told you I didn't want them to go in there because he got this cut. I got to give him a Band-Aid. And then we would have been arguing. It's not that deep. The cut was something I could have taken care of with the peroxide. I put the Band-Aid on. I didn't even share it with him at all. I handled my part, which I was saying earlier, the backup. All right, had that ready, boom. And then I said, okay, y'all can come out at the end. And then it was kind of in a safer space, and that was that. But yeah, I'm even me. I learned it now because I have boys. It's true. I'm just like, it's the safety because just traumatic experiences that I hear all the time, and I'm like, I don't want to be that parent. Please don't, So
James, just to speak to your point, and I think we actually say the same thing. Men actually, we usually look at the outcome or the results, where women may look at the process.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times in the conversation, we're already 2 steps or 3 steps ahead in the conversation, and so but we don't speak those pieces, right? Speak to the 2 or 3 pieces ahead. And so the women are like, huh, what are you talking about? Oh, because I didn't think that, never mind, I didn't tell you. So then we almost feel like we have to go back. And a lot of women get the brunt of that, where it feels like we're saying they're stupid. And that's not what we're saying. But sometimes in the response, it could seem like we're saying that because we're like, oh, all right, when we're really only saying mad. And I love the way you said it, James, like, we have to work on that because I'm even guilty of that, where like, and they're like, well, excuse me, Mr. Brainiac. No, that's not what I meant. Right? That's not what I meant. So yeah, I think that's something that men should be, whoever does that should be aware of. And then I just want to ask a quick question to Hustler and to you, James. In that situation with where you were talking about helping this kid, would you have, you both mentioned like, if your son and not having a dad or for you, my son and my son, if that had been a stepson, would it have been would you have had the same kind of love and feeling like to help them do whatever?
I would say yes, I think a big reason for that is because I got a lot of love from my stepdad. You know what I mean? Like I said, he was there with us when I was 3-4 years old. So it was kind of, he was there when, so I was I was raised calling him dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I called him dad till he passed a couple years ago. You know what I mean? And we did a lot of different things together. And he was like, and how he treated my sons was like it was his sons. You know what I mean? How he treated us, it was like we was his son too as well. You know what I mean? So when they asked him how many grandkids he had, he was talking about my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because from his kids, they never had children, but his stepchildren had kids. So he was like, yeah, I got 5 grandkids. You know, he's saying all this type of stuff because I got 4. My brother has one on the I have 6 but now because my other brother has one too as well. But he was saying all those type of things. So if I ever got into a situation, I would want to be in a situation where that son or daughter respected me like how I respected him growing up.
Mm-hmm. And it's nice that he has that mindset because, you know, I'm a parent. So he would teach his son to have that same level of respect and providing that I'm doing my part because there's some step parents that are, you know, but providing that I'm doing my part and then he teaches that and hopefully we don't go through those situations. Like I said, you feel that everybody's different. They take things differently. You just have to teach them how to learn how to control their emotions. But
yeah. And then Hustler, and then for the 2 ladies, but then Hustler, did you say yes also?
Yep, I agree with James. Whether it's your biological son or stepson, if you have a father role, you better play that role and be damn good at it, you know?
Nice. Okay. Ladies in the chat and or beautiful animated and Di, if that's your stepchild or your child, and the father is the stepchild, when they're saying, hey, I'm trying to help them, do you think it would be easier for you to say, well, that's my boy? Because, you know, if a shared kid, then it's like our son, but it kind of, okay, go ahead and torture him, I guess, but I'm gonna get your ass later if you hurt him. But when it's your son and he's the stepdad, do you think there'll be a tendency for either one of you or anyone to say, well, that's my son?
I wouldn't be with the person if I didn't trust them to be a parent.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
mine was gonna be something like that because I was gonna say if I'm not trusting this step parent to parent my child, and I'm thinking, well, there's a lot of step parents that's crazy. Maybe he's trying to inflict all of these things because he's just trying to get at him, get at me, and whatever. See, I would think that, but then for real, I would think that, but then I'm like, wait, I accepted it for us to be together, so I'm gonna have to let go. So very similar to what she said. Yes.
I actually had a story like that. I was kind of like it was a lady I worked with, and she was saying that her husband was too hard on her son, and he was a step parent, and I was like, what is he doing? I was kind of like trying to, break down like what Doc would do right here, kind of trying to like get down to the story and see what she was saying, and then the stuff she was telling me, I was like, hey, that's what men do. He's trying to help him to become a man. He sees that he's weak. So if you continue to baby him, mommy him, right, because you love him, the little boy is 12, and he's like a teddy bear, and I'm like, you have to let him. He's trying to let him get stronger, so when he gets out into the world, the women don't disrespect him, or the men don't disrespect him, because you're gonna get it either way, So a lot of these times, the moms want to, hey, I want to show love. It's good, show love, great, but when that man gets on him, let him get that, because he needs that balance. You give him the love, he's going to give him the toughness, and now he has both sides. So now he's always going to respect his mom. He's always going to be there for him, and he always going to respect men, because he going to understand like how tough men are.
And this is tied into another point. You know how they say, oh, men that come from single parents, single mother homes, they're not, manly because the mother was inflicting all of this, femininity. But you can actually get that from a 2-parent home, because even the natural born mother, the natural born father, if you don't let that father be a father to the kids, it could be the same result. And they're gonna be like, see, then you'll see people saying, oh, well, they come out of those 2-parent household too, but how was it set up? Because they do the same thing in the marriage. regardless if it's a single parent or not. So that's why in general, even if you're a single parent, you got to have some type of male figure, you know, if you have men, because that's what we're talking about, some type of male figure. It doesn't have a cousin, uncle, somebody that's going to be able to make a difference in this life, because men, y'all have a large role. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll land my plane with this, and thank you so much for this space. I just want to your clients and your fans and your listeners to this, just like Lady Di and what James are talking about, having that conversation, that communication, kind of having one step ahead in case of these situations. Please be open to having those conversations, ladies who have the stepchild. If you feel that the father's behavior is his way of projecting to the kid that he thinks the kid is a piece of shit, like he sometimes thinks, or you think that he thinks you're a piece of shit. So, you know, you don't think I'm the best mom, or you never thought I was a good mom, or you probably think I don't know what to do with him, or just because his dad's not in the picture and you're being too harsh to him because of that. Have those side conversations, because in the moment, the kid sees that you two are split, that you're not on the same team, not on the same agenda, and that kid can play wicked games and manipulate, and it just gets nasty. So I just want to remind, please have those conversations to the side to say, hey, you know, I was a little nervous because I'm thinking you were treating him that way because just last week you were telling me how stupid I am. No. It had nothing to do with you. You are stupid. But what I'm trying to tell you for him, I mean not that, but I mean, I'm just saying, I care for your son as if he's our son, and he's man of the future, and you're our next couple of generations. So I'm doing that for our son, and not out of this kind of like to out of retaliation for you or projecting my thoughts of you onto him.
Well, first of all, you're not supposed to be having these type of conversations in front of your kids anyway. What are you doing?
I thank you for the space. Thank you so very much, and the opportunity to be here with you. Good to see everyone on the panel and those in the chat. You guys take care.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yes.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
That video earlier with the guy asking the females about the 3 a.m. meal. It's like, ew.
I'm sorry, which one? What you say?
So somebody with the 3 a.m. telling the person
the 3 a.m. meal, would you get up?
Oh,
yeah. I'm just like, first of all, those are not women. He needs to go find some women to ask that question to.
Yeah.
Because those are just females. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and
those weren't women.
A lot of those younger women they have a very disdain for men, right? And some of the kind of like the older women or women, some of them hate men too as well, but most of them don't. So they know men are needed, right? But those women, those younger women don't know nothing right now. So they just like, hey, like I'm just whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, but say if they got with an NBA player, I bet they'd be cooking for him.
They ain't trying to lose that money.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Just Rules that I often do reminisce on my childhood scars, which were all gained from imposed haphazard situation. I appreciate experiencing the hard conscience of life. Concoction, thank you. Concoction of life. Yeah, man. And that's what we us as men we need, and we probably need to make a video about that or something like that, like kind of like touching more on those type of topics. And stuff. Yeah, like raising your son, or if you're a single parent, because that's honestly like we trying to find wives for our kids. So that's another reason why we created this space too as well, just to let y'all know.
Oh my
God, you know what I'm saying? Like we have to build strong families, and we want to join a family. We don't want to just join, you know what I mean, a single parent type of deal. So situation, because say if it's just a single father, he's missing his mom. You know what I mean? Say if it's a single mom, he's missing the father. So we want a complete family unit so we can both push ideas from each other of how this relationship is going to be working. They might see something we don't see about our son. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we like to think our kids are perfect. And they damn not. You know what I'm saying? But not my son. You know, my son ain't going to never do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that other parent can say, hey, I see this weakness. That other father can say, hey, I seen this weakness in your son. that blah blah blah. Now I'm thinking like, dang, you might be right. Let me look into this.
Yeah.
And then I can work with my son, and both of us probably can work together. You know what I'm saying? Because he might be better in that situation than me. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta actually humble ourselves and like have them real genuine conversations so we can push each other forward. So
but that's part of the problem. Most people are not humble.
Yeah,
that's a big
them cackling females, they weren't humble at all. It's like, yeah. And I want to say that I doubt that they even deal with men. You know, they probably deal with boys.
Exactly.
Who accept that kind of behavior. They clearly do, because they just feel so safe and free to be like, oh, I ain't cooking him shit.
Yeah, they got that PTPD, that post-traumatic Pookie disorder.
Oh my
God.
Right. No. Because I was just like, does it really take all this to answer a question? First of all, like, it's like the disrespect. I'm just like,
it was disrespectful. It was like, hell no. I'm like, damn, did you even think about it first? Right. Any final thoughts, beautifully animated?
Y'all men need to stop dealing with these little chicken heads.
I haven't heard that word in 20 years.
For real though. For real.
Yeah, that's it.
That was great.
Yeah, man. Hey,
thanks for being here. Thanks for everything that you've been rocking with us on this live for a while. Thank you for being committed to our page. We love when you come up and give us the insight. So
y'all be having some awesome topics. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want in on it?
Well, we'll see you next week then.
All right. See you later.
Bye. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I cut her off when she said.
You always do that crap.
But okay. All right, Hustler. Any final words?
Just want to say, great show as always. I mean, y'all always pick some interesting topics for us to talk about. Something I can always chime into. Really makes my Saturday nights interesting. I can tell you that.
Good.
Really brightens my Saturday nights.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. That's good. So thank you so much. You too. You've been here for a while, some months. So I appreciate you always coming by here for real. How did you find our page? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I was just browsing, and that first thing we did back in February, January, whatever, you brought up an interesting topic, so I thought I'd see what you're about. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And besides, I need some married people to talk to, because these single folks are getting on my damn nerves with their attitude.
No, that's what's up, man. That's real, man. Because a lot of times, like, we just get advice from like random people and stuff like that, and a lot of times, man, us as people, we can learn a lot from each other. But we don't like Beautiful Animated said, like, we don't humble ourselves enough just to try to get advice. And I always try to be humble in every situation that I am, because I'm not gonna act like I know everything, but I'm gonna give you my perspective, and I might can learn something from give you my perspective, and then you kind of bouncing stuff off of me, because I make my argument better that way, because you might say something like, dang, I didn't think of it that way, so I need to make sure I add this part into it to make my argument better, or dang, my argument might not be that good that like I thought it was. You know what I mean? So we as people, we have to do that, man, and just to push this community forward, because none of us have all the answers, and we have to respect each other and learn from one another. So yeah, man.
Yep. So thank you so much, Hustler. We'll see you next time, maybe next week, or whenever you decide to stop by. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lady Di, looking so fly. Take the U2 street sky high. And shout out to you, Sir James. Got all the fame. Ain't no shame in your game.
All right, then, brother, man. Peace.
Bye. All right. So real quick,
about to get this food, huh? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
we was having a good time too, y'all.
Oh my gosh! But see, they was like, they was trying to get up out of here. They already seen it. All right, so I'm gonna real quick, since we're monetized, I wanted to share something new with you. We have the membership thing going. Baby crying.
Yep.
What you doing up?
We probably want to do this next week.
Okay. Well, all right. I'm gonna show you guys where it's at. Y'all can check it out. Where is it? Just check it out. So on our community tab here. Okay, go get them. On our community tab, okay. I'm sorry, on our YouTube page. You know, you can scroll here. You got the home video shorts, right? You keep going. It has a membership tab. Click on that, and you will see here that you could be a member. All right, you could be a member here. Why is it showing it that way? All right, so you could be a member here. All right, I'm gonna go to the community tab. I actually posted the link as well. So become a member to get exclusive access to perks, dating to marriage advice at your fingertips, and more. Click the link to learn. So you could go here and click on that. So right here, it shows that you can do $3.99 a month. And what we have here for the perks is that you can get noticed. So if you want your voice to be heard, we will keep your comment available on new videos that we post. So anything that you say that's very insightful, we post videos kind of like on a daily basis. We'll keep it up there so you can make a difference in people's lives as well. Also, we have that take a look behind the scenes and to see how we create our content. So we don't share how we do things back here, but we'll give you a deeper look, probably a few minutes before we get started into any video, any live. So that will actually be fun because that's more of a personal experience that you get to have with us. And then exclusive GIFs. So more like an inside joke. So we'll create GIFs for you to put in the comments, to relating to any topic or to any video that we play, something that's funny to make it fun. Also, we have one that's called Team Player. That's $9.99 a month. With this is more in lines for people who are seeking advice. So with this one, you can get quick advice. So 10 minutes, you could call in access to resolve your dating to marriage needs, but this is on a public live show only. All right. But like I said, the call that you come for us is going to be 10 minutes. We're going to make it short. It's quick advice. Be the first to know. So be the first to know the latest trending news. So you see how we have all of these crazy videos, but we'll release it to you first. You'll be able to do that. And with this one, you get to win a prize. So we noticed you and we want to give you thanks. So we'll randomly do a drawing and we will send you a prize of, whatever it is that we feel that would be great for you to have. Also, we have in this section, special privileges, get to see behind the scenes. So this the same one from the other one, but these are just more. And of course, the GIFs. All right. Second to last, we have the $24.99 a month. This one is also more in lines with people who are seeking dating to marriage advice. So be the first to know with all the latest videos. Ask us anything. So this one is quick advice, but this is a little bit different. You are able to comment whatever it is that you want us to address, and we'll make sure that we address your comment first, regardless of what's going on. Also, we have It's All About You. Tell us what you want us to see, what you want to see. I'm sorry. Tell us what you want to see. So you'll vote on the trending topic suggestions. So you know how I have my polls on my community tab. I will have it for a members only section. We will have a list of topics, juicy ones. You pick, hey, I want to see this. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it that way just so we can get back to you all for, being part of the DTM team. Also with this, you get discounted merchandise. So, because we appreciate you, and definitely that's coming soon. And then for this one as well, this is a Q&A. So this will not be a live stream. This will be a private live stream. So no one can see it except members only. So this is advice for men, women, and family. All right. But this is not public. This is more on a personal note between us and members of the DTM team. Lastly, we have one that's $49.99 a month. And we have it for you. It's all about you. Tell us what you want to see. We'll definitely do it. With this one, you get to promote your business. So as our channel is growing, Right now, we're at, a certain space in our channel, but there's going to be a spike. I assume that's going to start happening because we're very consistent into what we do. We're trying to make a difference in people's lives. So there's going to be a point where you see how we have this live number right now. There's going to be a point where we're going to have many live viewers. Okay. And I don't want you to miss out on promoting yourself, promoting your business. So this is for you to promote your business. If you have a business you want to promote, we will do it for you on a live show. And we'll take 5 minutes of our time to definitely do that. Here also you get dating to marriage coaching. Now this is personal. This is not on a live stream. So here's your chance to get personal. James and Lady Di is here to help. All right. Now this one is monthly. So you get monthly advice. So one time a month for 60 minutes you get with us, and we will help address your personal needs. And of course, be the first to know. You get the discounted merchandise and you get giveaways with this one. So you get discounted merchandise and giveaways. All right. All right. Let me stop sharing my screen. All right. I had to break it down to you all for the ones that are interested into that. You definitely will get a lot out of it. If you are not interested into the more public platform, like I said, I try to make it personal where it's just private. I do on our page, you can go to the store. There's a store tab, and that's where you can actually get personal advice from us. We're nothing on YouTube, nothing on YouTube. This is literally you're booking us at a certain specific time that you are available, and me or James, because sometimes just one or the other, we will help you out with all of your dating to marriage needs. Thank you for the clients that I've been getting booked from YouTube. It's been crazy. I was not expecting that to happen, but people are coming and they're going to, they're finding me. They're either finding me and they're asking me, where's my link? Or they're finding my link and they are booking me. So sometimes, you guys, if I'm busy for the ones that I do content with, it's because I'm getting, a lot of people definitely hitting us up to help them with their needs, to become wives and everything in that way. So thank you so much. I know I talked a lot, but I wanted to share that because this is just what's new for us. We're monetized now.
Yep.
So,
and I want to add, like, for the people that's been there from the beginning of watching us for a few months now and stuff. If y'all have some suggestions too that y'all want to add to some of the member tasks, just let us know, and we can try to add some of the different perks that they have, right? Because we are actually new to this too, as well as this YouTube stuff. So a lot of stuff we might not be knowing, right? And like she said, the merch is going to be coming there. We basically trying to find. We already got different ideas. We have different things that we want to put like on shirts and stuff like that means something. Because like I'm always a person, like I'm very intentional, and I always want it to mean something bigger. So if I have some merch, I want it to be nice. I want to have good material, and I want it to be for a good price for you guys too as well. So y'all won't just be spending all y'all money and stuff like that. And we're not those type of people. So
yeah, James wouldn't even allow that
to
happen. But this is the new space that we're in. So we definitely wanted you guys to get the benefits of it. But like I said, if you want to ditch all the YouTube stuff, please just go to the store and just book us directly. But thank you all who has sent over the super chats. That is our first time having super chats, and we definitely received a nice influx of people coming in and just dropping that. So thank you so much for that. But but
and I also want to highlight like these comments and stuff, like, because I wanted to be an actual family. Like, hey, we come in here. We connecting with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I want it to be like an actual family, not like this fake stuff and y'all this gang and all this type of. No, I want to actually be a family that we come together and we spread knowledge to one another, and we actually building and having genuine connections with people, because I think that's what we have to actually bring back to make our society better and great again. So
that's why it's called DTM Team, because it is a team to grow and fix this society. It's not going to be one person. Even this is another thing I want to share on the store tab. When you book me directly, I actually have a team. It's not just me helping anyone. If I see that I'm not able to help in this specific area, I know psychiatrists, everybody. I'm even gonna have doctor join with us with this too. help us in a situation where, you know, we need a team of people to help, you know, anyone that's in need of assistance. So when you book me, you booking a team. You're not just booking me. You're not just booking James. I have people literally licensed, like I said, psychiatrists and all that can help you on a deeper level that we are not doing. We are helping you with dating to marriage, vetting, relationship, and getting married. But there's things that's deeper than that, okay? Mm-hmm. And if we haven't had a rate to help you with that, we would send you somewhere, and it still would be within the DTM family. So I appreciate everyone who has been here. But yes. Now I'm about to go. I don't know what I'm about to eat. I might do some leftovers, or I might make me some breakfast. I'm one of those.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, man. Appreciate it for showing us love again, man. Please be back next week, whatever. Be looking out for the videos for the people that was here. I'm gonna be clipping this all tonight and tomorrow. So make sure y'all get y'all love and respect that y'all do. So. All right, y'all, man. Peace. What you? I'm
gonna just play the song. All right.
Oh, you gonna play the song today?
I'm gonna just play the song today.
Oh, okay.
You know, that song is nice. You know, let's end out with one of the inspirations. All right. So we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Music licensing reimagined.
I believe what you truly desire, you can bring the past. All you need is a focus and a story to hold, and the faith that you can achieve what's inside your soul. Someday we'll make it all right. Other days we only can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way,
Artlist.io.
gonna get. Someday we'll make it all right. Someday. Other days we only can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, we're gonna get better. Know that you can make it. Hold it tight, cause they will try to take it.
Music licensing reimagined.
But whatever you do, don't let them break it. These moments just a new chance to take into your own hands and shape the life you see inside your dreams. Oh, someday we'll make it on by. Someday. Other days we only can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, we're gonna get.
Artlist.io.
Someday we'll make it on by. In your heart there lives a dream for your soul to master.
Music licensing reimagined.
You breathe, get to chasing after. Yeah. All that you want, all that you ever dreamed. You can make anything of this life. Someday we'll make it all right. Other days we only can someday we only try. No matter what people say. Either way, we're gonna get
Artlist.io.
Someday, other days we only can try. Other days, no matter what people say. No matter what they say, we gonna get. Someday we'll make it on by. Someday, other days we only can try. Other days, no matter what people say.
Music licensing reimagined.
Someday